Bang, 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 bang. Grab your cups. It's clash time. We need, like, you know what? It's clash time.
Yo,
you know
where
what
you
that
at
means, right
in
here.
my stories or something?
Boom.
Your mic is mute while the video clip load up.
Oh, I'm so pissed. That's the one thing I didn't do is put it on my other Facebook. But you know what I'm about to do? Share it. Grab your cups.
This dude had a rookie moment.
It is showtime.
Rookie moment.
Rookie. Nah, he ain't stopping no monkey, don't stop no show.
Rookie moment.
Share the joint from my page. Charles Brown, Clash Brothers. Right there beside me is Fliz. Right beside him is Dante, the second most sexiest man in Rhode Island. The first sexiest man in Rhode Island is named Tommy. And right beside him,
Jay in the building.
TJ Swords, aka T Jesus. We already have a great show. I think this might be one of our best shows because you know what? We about to make some Boston Celtics fans really upset.
Like they got upset?
But I don't have no problem with what went down. And I want to talk about did they choke? We'll see. But before we get started with that, hit the like button, hit that share button. Are we gonna do these screwballs right out the bottle, or are we gonna get a little shot glass? The class shot glass. What we gonna do? Right at the bottom. Can you reach them shot glasses, T?
Nah, we don't need the shot glasses. What are you doing?
Shot glasses,
what
man.
You scared of?
We got class shot glasses.
This nigga scared.
Go ahead, hand me them shot glasses, TJ. Let me know how we sound out there, Clash crew. And if you got any comments, put it in the chat. We will read them. We are simultaneously live on 5 different pages at the same time. You're on the CLBMG network.
We on our names on it.
CLBMG Twitter. We on YouTube. We on 2 different Facebooks, 2 different Twitters. I think we on LinkedIn. So wherever you watching us at, hit the like button.
I'm live on your phone right now.
Share. Share it is caring. Y'all with us. So this is what it is. Clash Brothers. We ready to take a shot. If you got something to drink, put your glass up. Share the joint on my page from my Facebook because I messed around and put it on my other Facebook.
I'm sharing it everywhere so you can find me in your nearest group. This is what I do.
Hold up. Before we get started, I want to do a shot to prosperity and health and to good vibes. This is going to be a very good year. All of us have been having the greatest of years since we started this business. It's been really, really good. 2023.
I gotta admit, this has been the greatest year for me.
And everything's looking up. You
drink it already.
We got the Scarlett Show. TJ gonna be doing this thing on that. We got Jungle Brothers with me and Fliz. Now we can actually announce that. That's gonna be Scarlett from the Bronx. Scarlett, this is New York. That's going to be on June 16th. Come support that at Halo Lounge. On June 23rd, if I'm not mistaken, that's at Alchemy. That's Jungle Brothers, the legendary Jungle Brothers. An opening set by myself and Flizzy. Then we got the pop-up, TJ and Friends pop-up on June 26th.
I'm going to be at 148.
So we got a lot going on. We working on new music. Okay. Flair's got a surprise album coming out. I just surprised you. I didn't tell you what it is, though. Dante got a surprise video coming out. He said it's going to change the world. He going after all the LL Cool J fans.
Yep.
And TJ is pushing one of the biggest songs of 2023. By the time it's done, we're going to hit a milli with it. It's called Champagne and Good Vibes.
What's the name? Once
we get that going the way it's supposed to go, y'all going to love that.
We on World Star with it too.
On World Star right now as we speak. Clash Brothers in the building. Salute. Cheers.
Cheers.
Flares with the agua. That's that lemon
on
agua.
the stick, I got Nemo, Black Widow, I got Cars.
He took all the water. This dude was selfish.
Joshua, what's good, brother? Thank you for coming in the chats. We appreciate you. So, I'm not saying that they choked because I'm not even an aficionado on what happened. But I want to start this off with the Celtics going up. They went down 3. Then they went up 3.
They choked.
They tied it.
And then we had an amazing game 7 that really wasn't that. I think by the first quarter that game was over. Am I bugging?
Yeah, no, you're right.
What happened?
Well, there's a
What
lot
happened?
of talk got
I
taken
wanna-
after
I wanna
the
hear.
play was jacked up. But
Talk to me, Fliz. What
there's a
happened?
lot of talk about that Tatum getting injured. He wasn't full strength, and they was asking for Jaylen Brown to pick up the slack, but he was a turnover machine. Like, you know,
Yo, it looked like they threw the game.
I'll say this: I'm not gonna say because they did choke. Let's put that up there.
So they
But-
did choke.
Yes, it should have never been 3-0.
Yes.
That's what we do. When they lost 3 games in a row, that's when they lost the series. They gave Miami 4 chances to beat them.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, somebody swing at you 4 times, one might connect.
You know what's crazy
That's
though,
funny.
Fliz? They was the number 2 seed in the East. Am I bugging out?
No,
And
They
they
had
had-
home court throughout the whole
They had the
playoffs.
home court, and the Heat was the number 8 seed, squeezed in.
Yeah, but you
I can't explain how this happened.
Nah,
bro.
you don't. First of all, it's momentum, B. Yo, they knocked out the number 1 seed.
That's crazy.
Then it was a tune-up with the Knicks. And then when they got to the, you know what it is? Think about it. They lost their second leading scorer, the Miami Heat, and still was able to beat these teams. He broke his hand. Harold. They let a dude that was almost out the league. That J. Cole helped out. Khalid Martin come and light them up like a Christmas tree. He was like December 25th on them yesterday. That was yesterday.
Question though. Question. Would you have been able to see this coming?
No.
Did you see this coming?
Nobody's seen this coming.
they're an 8 seed killing everybody. And from the playing. They was
Shout out, Zell.
a playing 8 seed. And I'll say as a Celtics
A
fan,
play, yeah, right. There's a
See
play.
sis? You see sis, bro?
as a Celtics fan who's disappointed, we was out coached. Like,
You think so?
we was out finessed.
Yeah, for the
Badly.
in the first games, because they
Dude,
should never lost the first
We
2
was
games.
out
Really?
coached badly.
Wow.
For real, man.
So choked is a rough term though. Could it be that these dudes, you know what I think though? You know how sometimes let's say this, right? You could fight a little nigga. And TJ, this ain't got nothing to do with you. But you could fight a little, you know what they gonna say?
I'm 6 feet anyway.
Say less. But you know you could fight a little dude and you be like, go get your brother, right?
Oh yeah, see the real dudes will say that.
Go get your brother. I'm gonna knock your brother out, blah, blah, blah. But the little dude won't let it go and he fights you. How you gonna fight him? You gonna sleep on him? You gonna think that he right. You gonna sleep on him.
No, I ain't sleeping on you.
What Bushwick Bill say? Size ain't shit.
No, I ain't sleeping on you. I just don't want to waste my energy wrestling with you.
And that's what they did.
Exactly.
Like Hulk Hogan versus Junkyard Dog or something. You know Junkyard Dog ain't gonna win, so he's not gonna really fight him that hard. But guess what? He fight him hard enough, he might beat you on a good night. Do anybody think it was scripted? You know how people be saying that the NBA be fixing games?
Listen,
They've been saying that for a while.
listen, yo.
Was it fixed?
That's for NFL too. They say
Listen,
that
my
NFL
thing, if you pay attention, like check it out, follow the money. When they first came out, everybody's money was on the Boston Celtics at home the first game. They lost. So if you had Miami, you got paid. If you didn't, you lost. The second game, you throw what happened in the playoffs? Most of the times, the team that lost the first game to make it a series, that team win the second game. Nobody expected them to go 0 down, 0-3, and then win 3 straight. So now what happened? Everybody hopes was up. They say, oh yeah, they're gonna win this 4th game. They're gonna win this 4th game. So they put their money because every commentator on TV said Boston's gonna win.
Yeah.
Everyone. Charge that watch is dope. I just realized what it does.
That was an Apple one. Go ahead.
That joint is
Thank
fire. I need to get one of those. It does this 8 o'clock. Cause I was watching it. I was like, why I keep doing all these numbers? And now I know why. But so that's what I believe. Like, because even the commentators, I think what they be doing is they be persuaded people because every show now has the numbers for voting. I mean for gambling and everything.
Mhm.
So that there's a lot of money in gambling, huh?
The overall.
So you're saying
Yeah.
Come on. Got the control
Yo,
of
come on,
everything.
yo,
That's
T.
what you're saying?
You already know.
Yeah, that's what
The
you're
mop up boys. That's what we're gonna call them from now on. The mop up boys.
Everything got
Just saying,
betting
you know what I'm
numbers.
saying?
Yes, everything has numbers.
Everything
Vegas
got
is
numbers.
popping, everything's popping.
Yo, everything's legal now. All that legal drug money. Lost Boys was on something. LB.
Say less. So I feel like, and this want to get into a deeper topic that we could get into, because recently they've been saying that Pippen was saying that Jordan was trash, and that era that they played in ain't like this era.
No.
I heard what he said, and I heard how he said it.
Hold on. What Pippen said?
No, let Fliz go first.
I think
Let him say
people took that way.
What did he say then?
Semantics plays a big part in when people
Wow,
talk.
he was very clear.
But no,
What did he say?
Don't get it twisted.
I'm gonna read it to you.
Scottie Pippen does not like Michael Jordan anymore. Let's
Now.
get that out there.
Now,
He does not like that man. So let's just say that right off the top.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I was saying when he said
That's a major loss.
statistically LeBron is greatest. I don't think he told anything that was a lie.
No, Fliz.
Well, what did he say about Jordan?
But it's not, he was.
I'm gonna
saying
play
that-
it right now.
Oh,
Let me
go
play it
ahead.
out loud.
And there's no comparison to him. None.
He's talking about LeBron.
LeBron.
So, does that make him the greatest player to ever play the game? I'll leave that out for debating because I don't believe that there's a great player because our game is a team game and one player can't do it. Like, I seen Michael Jordan play before I came to play with the Bulls. You guys seen him play. He's a horrible player. He was horrible to play with. He was all one-on-one. He's shooting bad shots.
Mm.
And all of a sudden, we become a team and we start winning. Everybody forgot who he was.
He's the leader of the team.
LeBron would be the greatest statistical guy.
So
He didn't say one lie in that whole
he
statement.
did not, in my opinion.
He didn't say one lie.
I know what he means.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I'm saying, but even that, like even Jordan's first year, like didn't he get hurt the first year?
She
No,
said-
I think it was year 2 or 3.
She
He got that
said
year
when I
2 or
used to
3.
say I'm getting my brother, people already knew what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like basically though, he's not lying, right? Because after the third, fourth year, like fourth year, they started.
I think it was even later than that.
Fifth year, what was it? What was that when they started getting to the playoffs?
Yeah, something like that. It was a
Mid-80s,
while.
basically, right?
But they were getting killed in the first round every year.
Yeah. But they was making it. Then they started progressing everything.
Did you hear what Jordan? Okay, yo, brothers and sisters.
Go ahead.
Sound like Chuck D. Did you hear what Jordan was saying they was doing in the locker rooms when he came in the league?
Yeah, he's
Snorting cocaine.
So do you think dudes was really serious about basketball?
Not in Chicago.
Right.
Not in Chicago.
But
So-
he was, so that's why he was pissed off.
But remember,
he was cussing them OGs out too.
back in the day, when you was a rookie coming in, they didn't respect rookies like that.
No, they didn't.
And so
You're right.
the thing, that's why I keep trying to say when people say things, you got to put it in a proper perspective. We just can't be throwing things out there, darts. So now, okay, Pippen, why are you coming out here and saying all this now?
Cause he's mad.
Okay, but
Tell me why you mad, son.
no, it's like okay. So let's look at the.
Wait, you know why I said it though? Because they were coming at LeBron.
Let's
It was in defense of
Nah,
LeBron.
It's bigger than that.
Let's look at the end results. Jordan's son now has your wife. So I don't care how horrible of a player he was. His son is a great player right now. According to what's going on here.
Brandon Ray. Salute to Brandon Ray. He said, "Don't let us win game 8." He talking about the Celtics.
That's funny as shit. Shout out to Brandon. That was funny.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna get back on the Celtics, but go ahead. You were saying Jordan. Go ahead.
So
We're gonna wrap that up.
I say you sit. Okay, first of all, everybody and their mother know Jordan. But I'm not even a Jordan fan or LeBron fan. Jordan is not a horrible player. But you know what's the problem with this whole debate is, Just because you're speaking highly of another person doesn't mean you have to put another person down.
Wait a minute, Dante. Let me just be honest.
Go.
This is some real stuff.
Go ahead.
The entire career of Jordan, and I was such a Jordan fan, I wouldn't let a dude say it, but they always said, if you shot that many times, you would be an all-star. If you took so many shots and you hogged the ball as much as Jordan. But wait, Dante, I know I'm a Jordan fan. Don't get me wrong, dog. Don't get me wrong. He had some big shots and this and that in the third. But he didn't say the end of Jordan. He said the beginning. He said when Jordan in the beginning was a horrible player.
After years went by, what happened?
He got teammates.
Okay, so let's
He
ask.
did get teammates.
So
But he led the teammates too, but he didn't win those ships by himself. He won with those teammates, right?
So can I ask you a question, T? So was Pippen a horrible player when he first came in the league?
He wasn't
the best.
Max Kellerman always said this. Once Pippen became an all-star, that's when the Bulls took off.
Right.
Jordan, that's a fact. When
But
Jordan was Jordan.
With Jordan.
Huh?
You seen the documentary, right? They all trained with Jordan.
Yeah, okay.
Before practice. So at the end of the day, what's Pippen talking about? He helped.
Well, it was actually Phil Jackson also telling Jordan, you got to share the rock.
Yeah.
So it's a combination of things, which is like it.
But that's what
Like a basketball team, yeah, it's a team. So
Yeah.
like shout out to, like I was saying, Max Kellerman was like, yo, look, the Bulls wasn't winning until Pippen just said, all right, I'm here. And that is when Jordan left, Pippen was the guy. Like it or not, Pippen was that dude. I remember the red shoes in the All-Star game.
But he fumbled.
He did
was
fumble.
killing.
Hey, Fliz, I got a question for you.
But
now.
what up? What's the question?
I got a question for you. So after Jordan left and Pippen should have became the man, did he hold up that mantle? Because even after he left Chicago,
Salute Aaron for sure.
And which time Jordan left? The first time or the second?
I don't even care about the Bulls. When he went to Portland and they had the Lakers down, how did you squander that 15-point lead?
Who, Pippen?
Yeah. Pippen.
He was on Portland. That's
Wallace,
that's apples and oranges.
Nah, it's not apple. Please.
Because Portland the Bulls, like it or not, people don't want to admit this. The Bulls was a fucking mega team.
Yeah.
Of that time.
Of course.
Like it or not,
Yeah, especially when they put Rodman.
Not
you
to
had
take
Steve Kerr. You had
let's not take no credit away from anybody. But that's the thing. I think what the media has done, it has made Santa Claus for us. We believe in Santa Claus again. Jordan is this immortal, untouchable legacy. This was a human being who's dope.
Because of the shoes.
But I hate this.
Did you see the movie?
Not yet. I will though.
I'm about to watch that.
I can't stand when people say.
I think LeBron's the greatest.
I can't stand when young people say
Point blank.
Jordan can't play today, and I can't stand when old people say LeBron can't play yesterday. They both would survive in both eras, and that's the thing. It's like we all just want to say stuff like it's Jordan is the legacy where it's like we do want to believe in Santa. He's untouchable. You could give him 2 rocks and a stick to play with. He could have beat the All-Star team.
You know who could play today? Clash Brothers. What's up?
I ain't nice.
What's up with that basketball gang, T? What happened? Clash Brothers.
Yeah, what up, Trap?
Chill, yo. Let me get my game right.
He got stretch.
Let's go.
Nah, yo.
Let's get that Clash Brothers
I'm
game.
coaching.
With the headband, the wristband.
I'm coming in with ice. What are you talking about?
But no,
Celtics. Get back to Celtics, though.
But the Celtics, man, that's my guys, man. I was kind of like, they got my hopes up winning them 3.
Yo, how y'all just go from that to that?
But that's what we're talking about at first.
In the first quarter, I was like, damn, my boys are fumbling, man. My boys.
Dante had the whole Celtics gear on that day, too.
I did. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. If you was the coach, what would you have done different in the Celtics game? Because you said they got out coached. Mm-hmm. So what was the problem with the coaching?
In the first few games, know what that coach had a problem with? Calling a damn timeout when it's needed.
Yes.
He tried to be Phil Jackson on the Bulls. Phil Jackson was notorious for let the Bulls play through that, and they made it through. Mm-hmm. This is not the Celtics. Phil Jackson wasn't calling timeouts. He goes, go fix it.
Fix it up. Yeah.
And that's what this dude kept trying to do. And it's like, yo, you gonna call a timeout anytime this year, bro? Like this run is going crazy. You know what I mean?
Phil Jackson's mad he had to pull a timeout.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I think, we miss homeboy. We miss homeboy Neil.
Nah, because they were doing that last year too, though.
It's like, damn, but we got to the finals against the Warriors. Yeah. Now I mean, it's like, come on now. It's like shit. We just lost to an AC from the play-in who has no drafted players in their roster for starting 5 except Jimmy Butler.
You know what's crazy
No,
about
man.
that, Dante, too?
Go ahead.
What's crazy about that is these dudes, through all that, did not make it past round 2.
Who?
Celtics.
That was the Eastern
What
Conference
that
Finals.
was the semifinal.
That was-
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, they didn't make. I'm sorry. They didn't make it past into the finals. They didn't even make it with all that what they were supposed to be.
Yo, you know
They
what?
didn't make it.
Listen, you know what? Pressure bust pipes, and you know what? Okay, let's put these in a perspective. You lost your coach. You got a first-year coach.
eBay.
Oh, CJ said, remember Flares? We talked about the matchups.
Yep. We had a discussion on Halo.
Shauna's in the building. Salute to
Shauna?
CJ, Shauna, Patricia Rose, Jay Czar's in the building. Jay Czar, you got to interview these brothers. Remember we talked about that. They
Let's
all
get
got to
to
get
it.
on your
I told him a
podcast.
minute ago. I forgot all about it.
Set it up,
I'm
Jay.
ready like
Set it up.
yesterday.
Set it up. But my bad. I'm sorry. I cut you off.
Now you good. I'm ready like yesterday.
You didn't cut. Nah, you're right about matches, but here's the thing. All right. The Miami Heat is a well-oiled machine.
Mm-hmm.
They're the 10-men on steroids. So these coaches, Pat Riley is the godfather of basketball.
Mm-hmm.
This dude with 19 finals? Think about that. No, he been in 19 finals. Player, coach.
But you know what he
executive.
needed in all the finals?
What?
Players.
Right. No, but okay, let's check this out. Gabe Vincent, which was a starter, tweaked his ankle, and they was able to plug a player in. Do you know what it is about the Celtics? They wasn't focused.
I told you, I think they were looking past.
They wasn't focused because when you got dudes that shouldn't be going off for you. This dude Hightower, who the hell that dude was, just came in and he dropped 15 like it was nothing.
You know who didn't let you know what coach doesn't let you look past? Belichick. I know it's a different sport,
Right.
but that's a coach don't let you look past. He want to make you. You're gonna focus.
He don't even
That's
have to
his
pass.
You
attribute.
know who else without him focus?
Nah,
Email you, Joker.
This is the next game.
Email would have had the niggas like, you better go beat somebody right now.
He's like, this is the next game we focus on.
Right?
Nothing else matters. The only thing is this.
I think if they would have kept him, I think they would have won this year.
Chop
Me
in the
too.
building.
I'm like,
Shot was good.
we
Choppy,
need you,
what's
Email.
up?
He's got signed to Houston, didn't he?
Super shout
Yeah,
out
he
everybody
got-
in the building. Shauna, Chop, CJ, Patricia, Jay Czar, Dale in the building, Joshua.
No, I am plugging this everywhere. I'm plugging this in sockets.
Say less. JB due for a max deal. Will he get it?
Who?
JB.
Nah, they chilling. They traded him. Son's out of here.
You think so?
Want to make a bet?
Oh, Brown?
Yeah, he's out
Oh,
of
no,
here.
he's gone.
He's out of here. They traded.
That's
Son.
one thing me and CJ were talking about, too.
Yeah.
I don't think he wants to be a Celtic any longer.
You're right.
I think, I would say after that almost KD trade, I think he felt like, oh,
This is what we doing?
all right. Then I'm out on all you. I'm putting charges on all you bitches.
Yo, I need that meme. I need that meme. I need to put that on here. I need to buy all you bitches. I need to put that
I
on.
think Jalen's on that time right now. Like, I'm out.
Let's go.
Yeah,
So
but
listen,
he had a
Celtics
bad-
fans, listen. I know y'all used to winning. I understand.
Winning
that.
what?
No, but I'm talking about like Boston in general has been a plethora of
Yo,
winning.
the Boston
Bruins.
Yeah.
No, they got outed. They did this record season, and I knew this was gonna happen.
They got beat on.
They got beat by the Florida Panthers. Notice the both Miami teams.
Dale,
is in the
Dale
finals.
said JB handles are terrible. That's what Dale
Yo,
said.
Shout out to Per Diem. Per Diem wrote a post on my page like, yo, Jaylen Brown was too. He said he was too like turnover prone. He goes, even when I play in 2K, he kept turning the damn ball.
Nah, listen, you know what happened? See, when Tatum went down and you had to step, going back to the Pippen role, was Pippen a number one or a number two? He's a number two. And he was an awesome number two. He's a top 50 number two.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown had to become that number one. And when you start
I was
feeling
gonna
that
say.
pressure,
I know you weren't very slander Pippen. Go ahead.
what are you talking?
I thought I was just listening. I thought you were very slander. Go ahead.
Again, everybody knows Tatum is the man on the Celtics. They go as he go. When he went down, the breath is out the room. So now when Tatum Brown had to come into that position to be the number one, and guess what? See, you can tell 8 turnovers in Game 7 at your home at the crib. That's like right now. We in your crib right now. and you watch you drunk and you pass out. We looking at you like, whoa, at the crib.
Savage.
Yo, listen.
Yo, did y'all see real quick? Since we're on basketball, did y'all see the interview that with Shaq and Pat Riley? Why he got traded to Phoenix?
Go ahead.
No.
I did not know. Like Shaq and Pat Riley, like Shaq was in his face trying to like go hands with Pat Riley.
Oh yeah.
Like that's why Pat Riley traded him the next day to Phoenix.
That's hilarious.
Like yo, and Shaq was like, yo, I guess, and they had all the players who was on his team, and they was talking like Pat Riley came out and said something to the team, but Shaq's the dude who protect the squad. So Shaq, I guess, kind of felt like I'm powerful in NBA. Like I can get up in Pat Riley's shit, but the words were getting big, spitting each other's face. And Alonzo Mourning had to get in between them, like Shaq, don't do it, because everybody saw what Shaq was about to do. But Pat Riley wasn't trying to back down. I was just watching this interview, and Pat Riley's like, "Yo," and the next day, Shaq's wife was like, "You got traded." You know, and Pat Riley's like, "Get this thing out of here." Trade him anywhere.
The Godfather, I told you.
So CJ said that breaking news: Shannon Sharpe reached a buyout agreement with FS1.
Really?
Nuh-uh.
That's crazy. I don't know.
For real?
Speaking of Shannon Sharpe, we're gonna get to him right now.
Hold up. Wait, somebody
I gotta look at that. I gotta see that. I gotta see that. Cause
I told you that.
That's major.
Didn't
we have that conversation?
I just told you.
That was a year ago. No, that was how long ago was
I just
that?
said right now that it was some kind of like I'm about to walk off the set.
What you say?
I said there's a publicity stunt. Did I?
Oh, the
not say
robbery?
that?
We ain't even get there yet.
I said it was off camera.
So all right, so let's move this on to Shannon
A
Sharpe.
buyout?
Shannon Sharpe home was burglarized for $1 million+ in luxury items and jewelry. But that if this story is true, that's crazy. If you're gonna get a buyout from FS1.
Yo, Charles, you got your house robbed for $1 million, and now you got a buyout. Come on, B. Come on, B.
No, but they buying him out.
Yeah.
No.
He buying. Well, I don't know what it means. We gotta read it. I don't know who bought who out.
I got it right here.
Who bought who out? Read it, Flizzy. Who bought who out? What the hell going on?
Shannon Sharpe partnership with Skip Bayless to come to a conclusion soon. Sharpe and Fox Sports, the parent company of FS1, which airs Undisputed, have reached a buyout agreement. Yep, Sharpe's final show is expected to be after the 2023 NBA Finals conclude in June.
Wow.
His popular Club Shay Shay podcast.
That is number 2. But what I tell you, I said he don't need no publicity because the podcast popping.
I know.
The podcast popping more than FS1. Go ahead. Please finish.
The Sharpe's popular Club Shay Shay podcast, which draws a big audience on social media and YouTube.
It does.
That'll be leaving Fox Sports as well. There was a big public friction between Sharpe and Bayless on the show after Bill's safety, DeMar Hamlin collapsed on the field in Week 17 against the Bengals.
But I thought they talked that out.
That ain't never wrong. He clowned them on live TV.
Bayless sent a stream of conscious tweets sent after Hamlin had collapsed, but before the rest of the game had been canceled. No doubt the NFL considering postponing the rest of the game, but how they later season the game in the magnitude crucial, a regular season outcome, which suddenly seemed so irrelevant. All right, whatever.
Wow.
Sharpe stayed home from the undisputed block. We all know this about it. He was upset, blah, 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 blah.
But that happened like what? That was like
Charles, that's called leverage, baby.
that was a long time ago.
Listen, leverage. Because again, now you know what he's doing? He leaving Skip out there in a way out there land.
Nah, Skip is too popular.
No, okay.
But this is the thing, though.
Who watched that show for
A
Skip?
lot of black people was watching that show that would not watch Skip
I'm
by
gonna tell you this.
themselves.
I'm gonna tell you this.
So who do you think they're gonna
And I'm gonna tell you a fact.
Exactly.
I'm not giving you an opinion right now. I'm gonna give you a fact. Skip Bayless's draw is fucking ridiculous. That's why they paid him millions to leave.
I know. We know.
Skip Bayless have a draw because people want to hate him as well, and that breeds more than love.
You right.
Hate breeds more than love, more watches. So I'm telling you right now, Skip Bayless is a fucking monster with a draw. Don't get into it. Shannon is too.
Hold up. All right, Fliz.
And I, myself, no matter who he puts in that chair, I'm watching that for.
Fliz, slow down. I'm going to clash right now.
Yeah, clash with it.
Clash. Because, and I see you, Marcus. Salute to Marcus. He said, Skip gonna, Marcus Levin, he's on the chat. He said, Skip gonna keep having a show regardless. He is.
Mm-hmm.
He's not gonna
Remember,
be.
Skip got his own podcast too. That's
He's
popular.
not gonna be viral like he been, bro. Listen to what I'm telling you. Shannon made Skip into what he is. I'm talking about worldwide. Now, yes, Skip is.
Nah, he was like that with
Listen.
Stephen A.
Listen. and then he found a Shannon. Unless he finds Stephen A. and Shannon again. We talking about Skip by himself. You just said with Stephen A.
Yes.
Right?
Well,
Wait, Splits.
No,
you said with Stephen A. And then we say with Shannon Sharpe. Let's see who gonna bring on it. Chad, Ocho Cinco, who gonna T.O. He gotta find somebody like Shannon. He can't sit in front of that camera dolo and have random guests and have the same success. So what I'm saying is he's gonna have a show, but he gotta pick that next person very carefully. Because
I don't say
right now, I think Shannon could put almost anybody in that other seat.
Yes.
Stephen A. could put anybody in that other seat.
Yes.
Skip can't just put anybody. Because you're not going to sit there to hear him say, "Is it my turn? Is it my turn?" You're not going to turn in for that.
Yeah.
You're going to turn in for you're going to turn in for who he's conflicting with.
You actually will. Because he's incendiary.
When that show starts, 9 times out of 10, Shannon goes first.
Yeah.
So you listen to Shannon, then you listen to Skip, but you're still waiting for Shannon.
But you know
I'm not going to watch.
Skip?
I don't really. Skip brings the actual
the drama.
No, he brings the facts and this. He brings the facts and this and that, and he calms it down. He brings it into straight like, just the facts, man. Blah blah blah. But you don't watch that for that.
Oh no, I don't think Skip spits facts.
So I think Skip
spits in the
Skip got some real thinking to do.
Yep.
Right? Just like Breakfast Club, where Angela Yee left, they haven't replaced her. They just bringing in random guests, and
that show got bigger.
It got
now
but
on BET too.
But it was already big. It was already on Revolt.
That's just another bag.
Yeah, so it's getting what it is because what they're doing is bringing in all the different guests with all the different followers. So they're stealing fans from all of the guests they bring in. But let's say Charlamagne left. Now that's a different animal.
Yeah. Oh, that's different.
That's different animal. So Shannon leaving is like Charlamagne leaving. Different animal. You're not gonna sit there for Angela Yee and DJ Envy. But whatever. I
don't think that's a good comparison.
No, why not? It's the main person leaving. I think First Take.
Here's what it is.
Go ahead.
Remember, even while he was on Fox, Stephen A. and him had a beef, right?
Who?
And Skip Bayless.
Yeah.
Even when he left, they were like, because Skip pulled Stephen A. and he admits he made me who I am.
Salute to Vanessa Hazard in the building. Super shout out.
Vanessa.
The number one. She is the number one supporter in Rhode Island.
Super shout out.
It's saying
I hit the wrong button.
That's time. I already gave that award out.
I hit the wrong button. Super shout out Vanessa.
No, Thomasina, Vanessa's everywhere.
No, but yeah, we talking about here. But go ahead.
But also I was saying, remember Skip has his own podcast. Skip is a draw, and I understand
of course he is.
Whoever gets to sit across from him brings the charisma.
Say less.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I understand that. But even without a charismatic partner, Skip is going to still be Skip because he says things that make you want to either punch him, hate him, or look at Charles Barkley's always talking about the dude.
Marcus said
Charles Barkley hates that dude.
Hold on. Marcus said he can see Shannon doing primetime football.
And
he don't need to do that.
I'll
but he
say
could,
this to
but
Shannon Sharpe. My brother Shannon, if you ever see this, I'm proud of you. Because I remember no one wanted to give you a shot too, Skip, because they thought you were too dumb. You had a southern accent. You had to fight all the stereotypes. Now, made it from the bottom. Now you're here. Shout out to Shannon Sharpe for all these opportunities.
Uncle Shannon.
So I do rock with that. But it's funny when you and Kwame Brown going back. That Kwame Brown joint was
that is funny. I got a bone to pick with Kwame Brown, but Vanessa said always support the real. Let's go. And she's showing us love. Salute to Vanessa Hazard. You know who else is charismatic? You said Skip was charismatic?
No, I said Shannon is.
Shannon's charismatic. You know who else is charismatic? Who? Tupac.
Let's go.
Oh.
Let's go.
And you know what's going on? DJ Clark Kent basically saying that Tupac got Biggie killed over a lie.
I was on episode 5 today that you see. Episode 5 of that show, that podcast, that Angela.
It's Angie Martinez. Yeah. He said that Tupac got Biggie killed. I'm gonna explain the line. I'm gonna get your opinion on this. So what he's saying is Biggie ran with the lie. I'm sorry, Tupac ran with the lie that Biggie got him set up. Yeah. I'm gonna play it right now. I want y'all to hear it before y'all actually.
No. Before you put again, you know what's crazy? we play this revisionist history. We gotta put in.
It's not revisionist though.
No.
Let me play it and I'm gonna let you hear.
No. The time of it is. What was the highest, the peak of it? What was going on? Who was the two powerhouses?
We're gonna have this conversation.
Whose hands on my shoes? Like, shorty.
I'm gonna play it right now. Hold on, if it play.
All right.
He just like, I was just like, yeah, you deserve that because he ain't do nothing about it. You know, like, Biggie's dead because Pac lied. You know what I'm saying? If he doesn't lie, we don't have an East Coast, West Coast beef. We don't have, like, he's dead because he lied. Give me the lie. He said that Biggie set him up. You know Biggie didn't set you up. You know he didn't set you up. You know that he didn't know you was coming to the studio. You know that. Why would you say that? Why'd you do that to Pac? He just like, I was just like, yeah.
So what he's saying is, for all my hip hop players out there, what's up? What Vanessa say? No, I don't believe that. Just like Puff is gay all of a sudden. Who that in the building? Lefty in the building?
Lefty was popping.
TV networks won't support prominent black reporters or journalists knowing they have a skip on their screen to make their counterparts comfortable. That is a fact. That
Who
is
your
a
card?
fact.
You get to.
That was back on the Shannon Sharpe topic. He's 100% correct. Vanessa said, "Hey TJ." So listen, but I want to talk about this Biggie thing with DJ Clark Kent was he was Biggie's DJ, but before that, I believe he was Big Daddy Kane's DJ. Am I bugging?
I believe so.
He was Big Daddy Kane's DJ.
Affiliated because DJ Mr. C was Big Daddy Kane.
You're right. They was on the same level. Blah blah blah. But Clark Kent went on Angel Martinez and said,
You know who got Clark Kent got Jay-Z in the game. Go ahead.
Okay. And he said something that sounds provocative. And we're gonna have a conversation. I'm gonna let y'all talk about it. That, oh, he was Dana Dane's DJ. You're right. Dana Dane with fame. Lefty said that Dana Dane's DJ was Clark Kent. You're right.
Okay.
Did Clark Kent DJ for
Wasn't he Biz Markie too?
no, my guy, Chubb couldn't come up.
Chubb Rock?
Was it Chubb Rock DJ too?
I know he had something to do with Naughty by Nature success too.
Okay, so
They always shout out Clark Kent because all the Naughty by Nature nerd.
so Clark Kent was saying that Biggie is only dead because Tupac lied. Now, if we being honest and knowing what we know now, and I already know what T gonna say. Him and Howie T, he's right. Him and Howie T was Chubb Rock's DJ.
Dude.
I thought this back then when I found out what happened, that Pac, you know, it was, who was it, Haitian Jack and him, or who was it? So you know it was Haitian Jack, and Biggie told you.
Jack Homeboy. What's that?
No.
Jimmy
Henchman. I'm sorry. My bad, Haitian Jack. Don't send the goons. Listen.
Jimmy
Jimmy Henchman.
Damn, you tucked your tail real
He
quick.
was rubber.
Charles said it.
He said that
Listen, I ain't worried about nobody.
Biggie was telling Pac to slow down with these dudes, these New York dudes, because they had a reputation.
Yep.
Pac kept running with him. One thing led to another. Allegedly, he felt he had to teach Pac a lesson. Got Pac robbed. The dude that did it came out saying that he the one that did it, if I'm not mistaken. Right?
Yeah, dude's still in jail.
He said he did it and he got paid, what, 10 grand?
Yeah, but he said that the jewels are buried somewhere too. So
He said what?
They got the jewelry's buried or wherever they got the jewelry. He still got the jewelry. So if he still got the jewelry, then show it.
Vanessa shout you out.
He in jail, right?
Yeah, well, he in jail though. But Vanessa said shout out to Dante's Lemonade.
Yes, lemonade. He gave him a glass of
Trap in the building. Salute to Trap.
Trap was good.
Trap.
You know what it is. So he said that
You're the stepbrother, Trap.
we all know that we all know, if we know our history about this Pac shooting, that he was robbed as a punishment for getting on the wrong side of Jimmy Henchman, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah. So even back then, I always said, me being from where I'm from, y'all all been from the same place. Why were you screaming on Diddy and Puffy when you actually knew? And even if you check the tape, Biggie always maintained Pac know who did that. He's always said that. He said it wasn't me. He know who it was. Now, if you're, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I'm gonna let y'all talk in a minute. But if you're Pac, you're looking at it like Biggie knew, and he should have said something.
That's how Pac felt.
That's how Pac felt. I'm still not 100% that that's all Pac felt. I think Pac knew.
Everything was.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let TJ talk about this.
Everything was suspect to him. Everybody.
He didn't know who to trust.
Everything was suspect.
He didn't know who to trust.
But he basically like, if you're my homie, like really rock with me, like the way you saying you rock with me.
He said, "You the king of New York. You should have known."
You're gonna tell me, yo, here's exactly what it is. But basically, Big basically told him without really telling him. You know what I'm saying? So Pac's the type of person where you gotta be transparent. Like, yo, look, these niggas are gonna kill you, bro.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's basically what he wanted.
That's you exactly right. He probably like, nigga, you know what's going on. You should know. Either way, if you didn't know, you should have known, and you should have hit me to it. Now,
but the way that he did it wasn't the way that Pac was expect. Like, now basically,
he told him.
But he told him, like, yo, look, bro.
Right.
Like,
Pac needs you to be direct.
Yeah, but Pac needs, he basically be like, yo, look, bro, these dudes are straight killers.
Right.
They're gonna rob you. They're gonna do something to you. You're too high of a celebrity. That's what he needed to hear.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But you gotta think he got set up.
I feel like
lined up.
I feel like everything was a setup from the chick. Don't get me started, but that's another story.
See, that's what DJ Clark. That's what DJ Clark Kent is saying.
And I feel like it's bigger than all of that shit that we basically know in the public.
Right.
You know, you just seen the damn documentary, so you picked up some things in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So we all know that it had to be a setup to get him in that studio in the first place.
Everything was a setup.
Right.
Girl, all of that shit.
He's looking at it. If these dudes got enough power to set me up, then you got enough power to stop it or to tell me. But at the end of the day, who's going to stop Pac from doing what Pac want to do?
That's
right.
basically what they were saying too, right?
But go ahead, Dante. I'm gonna let you get in on this.
But also, Biggie went over to Cali too early.
That's another story. That's another story.
Puffy was making sure. But listen. Listen. When I say the word revisionist history is this, right? Now, Biggie can say what he said to Pac. Pac is his own man, and he still made the decision he made and got put in that predicament, correct? Mm-hmm. So you have what I always keep saying: Tom is man's worst enemy and best friend. It reveals all things. You got to live with the results. You don't like the results, think about the decision before you make the decision.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about it is, we know how it is. There's times when you hung with people and your parents would say, yo, them people ain't no good. Right. You have to find out on your own. Yo, I lied. This is what I did. So now when I'm sitting up there saying, this happens, right? Remember, you know what nobody's talking about? And this is why I said we got to put it in proper perspective. He could have been in a hospital. When you shut up and you hurt, people gonna come in your ear and tell you things. Yeah. You don't know what to believe.
Somebody told him something.
That's why I'm sitting up there saying.
Somebody told him.
Because I'm like, yo, when I was laid up, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm sitting up there, in my mind, I'm thinking, what happened? And all my dudes are just ready to attack. Mm-hmm. They don't know what's going on. Then people started putting things in my ear, and guess what they were saying?
What they were saying?
They were saying something I didn't do.
We missed this.
Oh, this dude.
We missed it. No, Story time with Dante. Go ahead, Dante. Get the story out.
I'm just telling you. See, we sit up there saying we pointing names and everything, but we don't know when he was laid up in the hospital. You think, see, when you getting ready to die, you're gonna hear anything and everything you can hear at your possible moment because you're like, yo, who did this to me and why?
Facts.
So you don't know who put what in his ear, what was said and whatever. Somebody might say, yo, this dude was jealous of you. He's trying to take you out. You don't know this. We all speculate. We just speaking and we thinking, oh, the TV told us that this will happen. You don't know. And then you notice this dude became a menace after that. Because
he had everybody was against, it was me against the world.
Guess what else? Guess what else he got after he got this happened to him?
What?
Muscle.
But that led him into danger with Suge and he went down a road that he shouldn't have went down.
Okay, Charles, right? If you go down a block and get your jaw broke,
right?
As you get your joint healed up, then you get a team of thugs, right?
You're going back down the block.
All right. So now you're like, and you know what's gonna happen? You ain't even gonna wait for dude to break your jaw no more. Now you're gonna break your jaws.
You gonna break your jaw. You break your jaw.
You break your jaws.
Everything. Baseball, bats, whatever. What's up? What's good? All that. So yeah, I understand that. And in hindsight, we looking at like Pac should have did this, Pac should have that. But end of the day, he did what he did. And it is what it is. DJ Clark Kent is hurt. That's a man speaking out of hurt. Because right now, you know, if you speak ill on Pac's name, 50,000, 100,000 internet thugs going to come into your inbox or whatever, or on your page and start to trash you. But he's hurt. He was really friends with Biggie, and he had to get it out. And that's his truth and his opinion.
Somebody, you don't even know if it was Jimmy Henchman that put it in his ear and say, yo, it was Big. Big and his crew did it. Notice they was up in there. They ain't come see.
Anybody could have said.
We don't know what was said. And he's not allowed to say what was said. That's why I said everything is a speculation. Everything is being said, but we don't know who said what. But I'm telling you right now, when you in the hospital laid up,
you know what time it is. Let Fliz speak.
I was actually more enjoying listening.
What's your point? What's your opinion, Fliz?
I don't know the whole story. I'm listening to what Clark Kent said, but I do know like all it does take, whether it's a truth or a lie, all it just takes is words to start a war.
Yes.
So it's like, look, man, I hate that. I hate that. Especially I hate that within our culture, you know. And every week I say this, our culture, we always get into killing each other and shit, right?
Right.
It's always like, and then with music, you got to take sides, and it's like it can't just be about good music. It got to be like who's more of this or who's more of that. Who can? I remember I don't him, so I can't listen to him. So all that stuff is, to me, just kind of bothers me. That y'all know how I am. That stuff bothers me, you know.
TJ, point blank.
What you want to know?
The Tupac lie.
I mean, they said it that he basically was like, "Fuck it, I already said it in his Vibe magazine. I got to run with me."
So you don't think? Is it a lie or more misunderstanding? Not misunderstanding. That's his perception.
I think that's what he truly thought, though. I feel like he really thought.
So if you really thought it, then it ain't a lie.
To him,
it's not a lie.
But once he found out the truth, it was too late. That's basically what he meant. Like, fuck it.
And it made more drama to be beefing with Biggie.
Made more money
if he's on death row than to make peace with Biggie. That's why he's mad at Snoop for saying I will rock with Biggie.
Yeah.
When actually he knows Biggie better than Snoop.
But from what everybody's saying too is that these two is eventually gonna sit down and talk. Like
they definitely was. That was gonna be. That was gonna be. Oh, Snoop and Tupac relationship was gonna be fine in 2 days.
Yeah.
That was 2 days. So a lot of people dragged that out, but that was only 2 days of beef.
Who knows? Just imagine if Pac didn't go to Vegas. Well, that's a bomb. But yeah, go ahead. My bad.
That is a bomb.
Don't steal my shit. You'll hear me say that pretty soon. But
Dante already wrote it. He writing it now.
You crazy. I ain't on that time, but go ahead.
Lefty said Pac didn't lie, but he also made himself very vulnerable to his demons that nobody knew about. Remember, he had 2 incidents before that, and the same energy got him killed by 2 years after that. If he knew then what we know now, facts. Dante, what was you saying?
I'll tell you later. Okay. Listen, Charles. I don't be trying to become the voice of reason or anything, but here's the thing. When something happens and time goes by, it gives people time to think about what is true and what's not true.
You better be careful.
That's Flizz's favorite saying. But again, everybody now can sit back and think about, oh, this could have been different. Yo, like TJ said earlier, I don't care what kind of star I was. If I was Biggie, LA would not have been on my mind. I wouldn't even sung the song. I wouldn't even sung the song. I would never even seen the song. La 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 la. Anything that had LA in it.
But you heard the song. You heard the beginning of the song. He said, "Where we going?" He said, "Oh, we going We going where? We going Cali?
Yeah.
Okay. He was told to go there.
Yeah, I know. Listen,
I wouldn't. That was crazy.
Guess what? My album could have double coppered.
That's
I
why
was not going
that's why the conspiracy that Diddy has something to do with it really is hard to dispute. Because you send a man there that fast. I don't even think it was 3 months later.
It wasn't.
It wasn't 3 months later.
It was first of all.
Then you don't protect him?
I don't care how
You
soon.
don't want to pay for that.
Okay,
security.
listen.
Crazy.
No. Yo, check it out. What's my favorite saying? It's not a right or wrong answer, it's the results. The results is he got killed out there.
Off of mistakes.
It doesn't matter what we say. He got killed. So I know me. If somebody tells me there's gonna be a problem if I go somewhere,
You go.
it depends. It depends on the situation.
Don't think like this.
Knock, boys, yo. knock, boy. You know we coming. But I'm saying, but as far as the attention that this was getting, this was like at the apex and peak of everything going on right now. Pop, Biggie, and everything. So it's like, because what was the rumors after Biggie died? Who are they trying to say get next? Snoop. Did Snoop come to the East Coast? Nope.
Speaking of violence, bro, Chicago over the holiday had 45 shootings, 9 people killed on Memorial Day.
That's light work. Compared to Chicago,
It shouldn't
that's
be,
actually
though.
a good. I know that's a
It
good.
shouldn't be, though. What is going on with 45 killings? Lefty said he broke the code. Why go to scale if you know? He was talking about Pop. But we moving forward.
Who been to Chicago in here? Okay, so you know the ins and outs of Chicago, correct?
He didn't know the ends. I was went one time.
No. No, I'm talking about I was out there for a while.
He like the Lowes over here, the GDs over there. No, he ain't
No.
I wasn't in the hood.
I can go to this chicken spot, but I can't go to that.
Like,
chicken
That
spot.
nigga was at the Marriott.
You know what I'm saying? I was there on vacation in the nice parts and shit.
Okay, what part did you go?
Where the tall building was. What's that tall building? in Chicago?
Sears building?
The Sears building. Yeah, I was on. Did the drop? You know the drop where you step outside. I
It
did
might
all
be the
that.
Sears. It's something.
Matter of fact,
Sears Tower.
if you look at the cover to my I think was my Knoxon album. I'm like this. That was in the Sears Tower in Chicago. So then, but yeah.
Now the reason why I said that is because when I went out there, right? You know I like hood stuff. It always entertained me. Do you know how close the hood is to like these nice areas?
Ain't that wild? But it's like that in DC too.
White
House.
I was amazed when I went out there.
Bring back in the White House is a project.
Yeah.
Two things that amazed me when I went to
Never show you
DC.
the back of it.
Fact.
You know I've been there for
First time down, bro.
this saying right here. The amazement of they have every street out there named after a state. That amazed me.
What, DC?
Yup.
Yeah. Every state has a street.
I went to Rhode Island Street.
Rhode Island Avenue.
Huh?
It's
Or
Rhode
something.
Island
I knew it was something like that.
All of the states are named there are avenues. Massachusetts Avenue.
I used to live on Mass Ave out here. That's crazy.
And that,
Where you shouldn't end up at is Martin Luther King. Don't ever end up.
And I could not believe how close the hood was to the White House.
Yeah, you can walk
Could
there.
not believe that. That
Couple
blew
blocks.
my mind.
But I'm gonna tell you one thing about them. Them dudes know not to mess around over there
I know.
because you can do all that stuff right there in the hood. Them Capitol Hill police, they ain't having none of it.
That's
Walk
why
your
when
ass
people
up there
crash-
if you want.
That's why when people crash to them, they knew it was a setup because you can't even get that close.
No. My mom used to always tell me, don't you go messing around down there with them Capitol Hill police down there. I had a couple run-ins with them. But you know, it's you know what to do and what not to do and where not to do. It's a lot of surveillance once you pass that certain block. But right after that block, it is what it is. But in Chicago, and this is why I want to talk about this, because the holiday, it gets warm and dudes start doing what dudes do. 9 people are gone, 45 people got shot. And as a people, this generation, bro, what's going on, bro? I want to have this conversation. Why we still having these issues when we know better, right? Like right now, we know that gun violence is ripping these communities apart, and we know that we are in an era where everything is socialized, where you if you do the violence, you 9 times out of 10 somebody gonna know you did it, or you know what I'm saying. and the violence is escalating because they're promoting it on social media, and they are basically, they go live with it, they make memes, they make this and that when somebody gets shot. What's going on, bro? Like with this, with our young people, where we're losing. Now I'm gonna put it in perspective. Chicago is a small bubble. The people in Chicago that's doing the violence is in a very small community.
That's the third
It's so
city, right?
it's so big, but the violence is in very limited spaces.
Yes. So it's
Like they when people say, "Well, what about the violence in Chicago?" Well, dude, it's like a little teeny community
controlled.
that's shooting at each other, bro. It ain't all of Chicago. So let's be clear. It's a certain sector that don't leave them blocks. They can't. They got a radius of like very small. I watched a video the other day on YouTube that was breaking down all of the gangs.
And they can't go past certain lines.
Can't go past certain lines, and when you don't see more.
So the word is control.
Go ahead.
It's control. Because when they killed Homeboy out there, Duck, how quick them dudes got caught?
Yeah, because they killed him like in an upscale park.
Right.
Yeah.
They went like
in the Gucci stores and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
that was crazy. And what's crazy is that he had a hit on him. That's why they ran over there so
That's
fast.
a whole nother story.
That's a whole nother story.
Even out here, they ain't gonna let you ruin a night here.
Nah,
Especially Garden City.
not too many times. You got one time.
Like you see how quickly they stopped the knockout game out here. when Homegirl was here from Harry Potter, they were like, "Oh, word!" And they started knocking people out over by the college area.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing about. I don't know. I'll say maybe Chicago needs like the police force in Rhode Island or Providence. I can tell you one thing: if things start going haywire, they shut everything down. Everything is like when they started those sweeps and things were getting bad. They took everybody who was dangerous off the street. They didn't care how they did it. And yo, for real, Providence was a gully like that. When they heard that the Trinity was coming through, they said, "Oh, what?" They was like, "All right, we gotta stop that." Like, it's crazy, dog.
Yo,
like,
let me tell you something about when you see things like that. Y'all see what happened with Baltimore, right?
no.
Well, when that Mike Brown situation happened, the real estate was very low.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people with money, because I was dealing with somebody that had money that went out there because I was an investor. And she was telling me, yo, you should be buying some property out there because the property out there was low, 40 grand. 40 grand you could own property out when that Black Lives Matter.
Mm-hmm.
So some of the times, and both me and you went out there. Remember when we went out there and things was closing at 10 o'clock when we was like 18?
Oh, like years ago? Okay, yeah.
When we went out there, it was like, whoa. It was like, that's how high the gang activity is. And that thing changed up real quick. So sometimes when you see things like that happening, and I told people all the time, you want to depreciate some land or a property, put a dead body somewhere, and guess what happened?
Y'all want to see a dead body?
It changed the circumference.
That was an episode of Boondocks. Where the rich tycoon dude opened up a soul food joint. I messed up, and slowly but surely the neighborhood started dying due to bad health, bad demographic. It was messed up.
Yo, so I just wanted to speak on that because that's like a teachable moment, low key.
Yes.
That they're still out here. There are still people who feel like they gotta. We've all had those moments of anger or whatever, but it's not even anger at this point. It's a pride thing. It's a thing that you don't have no choice. You don't have no respect for human life. I was watching a YouTube video breaking down all of the beefs, how it got from the beginning of the Chicago beef to right now, and how most of that stuff escalated to now they're going live when they looking for the ops and this and that. And it's at this point, it's so deep and so much involved in it that there is no way to stop it because somebody still remember who got shot last time and they're coming back to retaliate and things like that. But if these kids understood that they was put there and they was boxed in just for that exact purpose, right? So they can just, if we box them and squeeze them into little areas of the city and leave them there, they'll kill each other. We ain't got to worry about it. If they understood that, they probably would change their mental state. But I just wanted to touch on that teachable moment that we got a lot of work to do as elders and quote unquote OGs, the people that's speaking. And Dante said we can bring in or Fliz was like bringing the police need to clamp down this and that. That's not going to be something that's going to be handled from outside. We got to do that inside our own community. And it got to be, it's going to take the elder people who are stronger, but they're scared of these kids, and you should be. You just saw the 2 Marines that got jumped by a pack of kids trying to stop them from It was 3 Marines that tried to stop some kids from being belligerent on the beach. They was on the beach lighting fireworks. They asked the kids to stop, and they got savagely beaten.
3 Marines?
3 Marines got savagely beaten by like 40 teens. So I don't care what you know, jiu-jitsu, whatever. 40 teens, it's 40 teens. They gonna get you. You gonna lose. It's 3 Marines, but it's 40 teens. So these kids don't have respect for the elders.
I ain't gonna front. Every time I watch stuff like that, I cringe when it's a bunch of little black people, man.
Yeah.
That hurts my heart, man. Like, damn, we just look like animals all the time. Every time you turn on something, and cats be proud, man. Like, just proud to just do ignorant ass shit. Like,
yeah.
Did you ever ask them
it
why?
just bothers me, man.
Did you ever ask them why?
It's wacky.
Well, after why they jumped the Marines?
No, because it's.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like,
No, you're talking about why the kids did what they did.
What they do?
I always ask why. I mean, that's my life. It's a different answer. They don't even know why because their brains aren't developed yet.
There's always a reason.
But the thing is,
always a reason.
In their mind.
and the thing is, here's what there's a lot of excuses, right? But no accountability and bad decision making. That's what boils down to a lot of shit. Because a lot of kids, we like to live off the narrative. Oh, it's about poverty, and like, no, it ain't. No, that's maybe a symptom.
No,
but there's kids who are totally privileged doing the same bullshit,
do things because
and
you
it
can.
bothers me. It's like, yo,
You
like,
do it because you can.
so what? Like, yeah, like it's also the
It
influence.
boils down to it's a choice.
It's like, yo, stop doing dumb shit. And I'm a big proponent. And when you're a minority, every action you do, you carry the weight of your race right here on your back. It's like, oh, everything you do, you represent all of us.
Facts.
That's why I cringe when I see it on the subway when a group of black kids are beating up people. I'm like, oh no, like, and it's going viral. Like, oh, here we go. And then when you read the comments, what do you see? People like, oh, where's the Black Lives Matter now? Where's this? Oh, they won't air this though. And you know,
they're animals.
yeah, and it's like, yo, remember, same gang, the West Coast Connection. That
We're
gang?
all in the same game. Yeah.
Yo, Humpty or Shock G had the illest line. He goes, every night in the news, we prove the suckers right, and I got the blues. Yeah. He spoke about this situation. He goes, he tried his best to fight that narrative. But when you turn on the news, what do you see? It's our youth or someone who looks like us that we're trying to stop embarrassing us over some dumb shit. Dude. That bothers me, man.
I remember I was young. Some youngest got in a fight on the bus, like a city bus, and they got off the bus after fight, and they jumped somebody on the bus, and they got off the bus. Was like, yo, I banged that bam on your ass. You know how it is when you're young. You get that adrenaline, and certain things mean so much more to you. I remember certain situations that I was excited about being young. Right, when you're young, that's exciting. Right. Yeah. I'm gonna give you an example that's cringe to this day. We used to throw rocks at cars on the highway. Dumb shit, right?
I did that too.
And now I think about, I'm like, dog.
And if somebody did that to us,
I would want to kill that kid.
So
but what made
yeah, have a bridge.
Mm-hmm.
There was a bridge on Ficker Street. So we used to go on that bridge and just
throw rocks.
Yeah. Chased,
see, there it is. And it was fun.
Yeah.
I was telling my man Dale and them came up here last week, and I was like, remember when we used to. You would put your back on the wall, and then 3 or 4 dudes, you would take a deep breath, and they would push your chest and hold it until you pass out. Yeah. That was fun.
I never played that.
Right, but to us that was fun.
All right.
Until two or three dudes almost died. Right, but Alfonso, when we actually quit, when one of the dudes fell and hit his head on the corner of the thing, and it was bleeding, and he wouldn't move, and he was shaking on the ground, he almost died. That's when we stopped doing it. But when you're young, you think you're invincible. That's why these kids do these things they do. And now when you put a gun in their hand, they can't be a sucker, so they're going to shoot. They're going to shoot somebody. When you was young, it was for a reason. Now it don't got to take much. Oh, that's an op. Let's kill him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, back then, you knuckled up with a dude. Or
where
if it came...
op come from?
Exactly. And guess what it is? When you calling somebody op, you dehumanize them.
Yes.
And you taking it to it's not a human no more. So we got to do better, man.
Like even when what they say, the opposition, right?
Yeah.
So that's
nobody came from Call of Duty.
I'm saying though, yeah, like
Charlie.
Shit. Yeah, that's army
Facts.
shit.
Yeah. And on another note, speaking of ops, this guy was an op.
Soulja Boy did it first. Oh my bad, I'm sorry.
This guy was an op to a man named Aubrey. And some people say that he put a stain on his legacy forever. And the reason I'm saying that is I'm moving on to another subject that Pusha T ruined Drake's legacy. And that was because Ebro from Hot 97 commented on somebody bringing up the story of Adidon. And he said it was a major L and Drake's legacy is stained forever by Pusha T. And I want to have this conversation. TJ, Dante, Flizzy, is Drake forever stained by that song, Story of Adidon? Is it forever?
That was a chick in the armor.
Yeah. But at the same time, like
You see Rocky
Drake,
4?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Here's a machine. He's not a machine. He's not a machine. See?
If he dies, he dies.
Nah, that was, I'm talking about when Rocky was fighting the Russian movie.
Yeah. If he dies,
Crack.
he
Yeah, that
dies.
was the same movie.
I know.
But, like Drake's Drake though, he's still. I mean,
Nah, that's a chick.
but it is. Yeah, it is. But at the same time, he's still gonna do what he do.
So we know that. But do you for the rest of his career? Because to me, it's changed how we look at him as a writer, right?
Yeah.
It's changed that we look at him as a guy that wins battles. Because before that, he hadn't lost a battle.
Correct.
He didn't
So
engage
now-
in any really.
No, he engaged in several.
Except me.
No, he engaged in several.
shots.
I think he took shots.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at the screen. Look at the screen. Nobody saw that picture until Pusha T put it out.
Yep.
And everybody knew he had a son until Pusha T put it out.
Yes. So the song itself, the story of Adidon, not just Pusha T. Ebro said the song put a stain on Drake's career forever. And I would have to agree. I say that song, when I listened to that song, you know what I did? I immediately started it from the beginning again. I started it from the beginning. I played the whole song. I put my hand on my head. I was like, oh.
When they heard Hit Him Up for the first time.
Right. But this was worse.
Getting popped.
Everybody says Hit 'Em Up was the worst song. This song, right?
Interesting.
Adidon, bro.
Nah, no Vaseline.
But listen what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. When Hit 'Em Up, all he did was say, I F Faith.
Yeah.
Right? That was really all he really had on Biggie. He called him you fat man, whatever. But he really only hit him with I F Faith and you a sucker, da da da. This dude outed stuff Drake did not want known, bro.
His producer being sick.
Tick, tick, tick.
Yeah.
How much time he got? Tick, tick, tick. This was the most, listen, bro. He said, you are hiding a child. And it was true.
Yeah.
It wasn't a false line. It was real.
She said she's your world. Yo,
Let her-
and the way he built it up made it even worse. Dog.
Dog. I say we do a line for line right now. I say we go line for line.
Do it.
What's up, Fliz?
Do
Line
it.
for line? Story of Adidon? I say we go line for line. TJ, what you think?
Yes, do it.
I don't know all the lines.
Do it. No.
I'm about to read them.
I don't know all the
No,
lines.
you gonna read
You don't want to know the lines. No,
I
listen.
didn't hear the song.
We agree to do line for line. Story of Adidon. Drake, this by Pusha T. And you tell me this ain't killing your career. Now, Drake's career, it never.
That's a different.
It never missed. It didn't kill his career, but all that tough talk is out the window. Can we agree on that? He was talking tough to crazy to Meek, a lot of crazy, a lot of stuff he was doing, going to Philly, performing and doing back to back. A lot of that. Let's talk about these lyrics. Easy money. It's a.
Shit about the gate.
If anybody gonna be offended, let me know because I won't do it. Chop the tops off the coops, the spider joint, and you know we gotta cut the heads off these snakes, right? Watch the body drop. All right, this is the verse. Drug dealing aside, ghost writing aside. Let's have a heart to heart about your pride. Even though you're multi, I see that your soul don't look alive. The M's count different when baby divides the pie. Wait, let's examine why.
Stop right there. See, that was a ball people missed.
Nobody missed it.
I didn't caught that.
No.
No, not
missed
you.
it.
I'm talking about.
That baby.
Yeah, that was a.
This
Remember,
dude
he
sat
signed
down.
to Wayne.
And baby. He great say that. Let's examine why. Your music for the past few years been angry and full of lies. I started at the home front. I'm on one. Dennis Graham, stay off the gram, bitch. I'm on one. You mentioned wedding ring like it's a bad thing. Your father walked away at 5. Hell of a dad thing. Marriage is something that Sandy never had. Drake, how you a winner, but she keep coming in last. Place, monkey suit Dennis, you parade him. A Steve Harvey suit nigga made him. Confused, always felt you weren't black enough. Afraid to grow it because your fro wouldn't nap enough. Yikes. This is vicious. Maybe we shouldn't have did this line for line.
Going.
Maybe we should stop, Fliz.
Keep going.
Why? It's just like Ether went against Jay-Z.
Facts.
Are we reading that one?
It's like Ether was just like bar for bar, like scathing shit. I mean,
Since you name dropped my fiance, let him know who you chose as your Beyonce.
Yeah,
Sophie knows better as your baby mother. Cleaned her up for IG, but the stitch is still on her. A baby's involved. It's deeper than rap. We talking character. Let me keep with the facts. You are hiding a child. Let that boy come home. Deadbeat motherfucker playing border patrol. God damn. Come on, Pusha, ease back. Simmer down. TJ,
Toronto.
get him.
Yo, this dude was barking.
You good with this, TJ? Can I keep going? Or stop? Yikes. I like Duppy, though. I like Duppy, too. But listen, it ain't this. And he deserves more than an Adidas press run. Love that baby.
For that too.
Respect that girl. Forget she's a porn star. Let her be in your world. How dare you put yay in my verses? I'm selfish. I want all the curses. I'm pre-booking the churches. Me versus 3 curses. If we all go to hell, it'll be worth it. Already aligned with the greats. And on that same note, the only ones I chase are 2 ghosts. Still living. I'm bugging. Hold on. Still giving you classics. That's the only thing that dates me. OVO 40, hunched over like he 80. Tick, tick, tick. How much time he got? That man is 666. I got the devil flow, nigga, 666.
Yo,
I don't know about you. I always thought that was one of the illest lines, bro.
Say that again.
He said, how much time he got? That man is 666.
Look,
I got the devil flow, nigga, 666. Surgical summer with it. Snip, snip, snip. And you don't really want it with him. Did he start going into the little ad libs or whatever?
and you still think Jim Jones was a man? You know,
But
that's how we.
because Jim Jones said he don't belong in the top 50, but that's political because he only saying that because he dissed Drake. And Jim Jones really trying to be cool with Drake right now. So he tried to get at Pusha T like last month.
When I heard that was he lost his Adidas deal because of that. And
I don't know if he lost or he pulled it out, pulled back.
Adidas, they didn't mess with him.
Ain't that crazy to lose your deal over a song?
That kid thing, because they didn't know how people was going to respond.
You are hiding a child.
You can lose a deal over mad stuff.
Because Rick Ross lost his Reebok deal because of that line.
That line where he put the pill in the girl drink.
Yeah, she didn't even know.
All right, TJ, what's good with that? Is that a stain? He can't ruin the man career.
those bars is hard though.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Should Drake have responded?
Yes.
Yes.
You think he got really talked out of it?
Say after that.
You think he got talked out of it by
Yeah,
He did.
Jay
The
Prince?
story was
They're like, look.
Drake had a comeback that
They're
he
like,
was
leave it
supposed to. Drake had a comeback where he said some stuff that was pretty like effed up, and he was like, his team was like, "You're not dropping it," because they said it made him come out of his character.
So it's like Jay-Z super ugly.
Yeah, he was about to super ugly it, but also in answering that question, I think Drake did the perfect thing.
Lefty said, let's be clear though,
Because
those
he
are
would have
hard
Ja Ruled
bullets.
himself.
Huh?
Lefty said, those are hard bullets, but how much did the diss really derail his career.
That's what
besides
I'm
some
No,
obvious
it
talent.
didn't derail his career
Like,
at all.
he's Drake, so it doesn't really like.
The question was it like, I guess the question was, did it like do something like to it? Like,
Did it stain it? So the rest of his career, when his legacy is legacy,
As
not,
far as
not his career.
hip-hop-
Legacy and career is different.
as far as hip hop is stained in the world of hip hop.
Yeah,
That's legacy.
that's it.
But I'm saying
His legacy is in hip hop.
As far as Drake,
That's what I mean.
you know what I mean? Like, as far as Drake, no
Like,
one
he's
cares.
Drake, bro. Like,
You know what I mean?
You know what?
Hip-
Slow down, Flair.
hip-hop-
Clash.
Hip hop, oh yeah.
We
that's-
great clash again, twice in the same episode.
That's what's up. This is what
Because
it's about.
there ain't a kid, a parent, adult, a child alive that don't know that Drake got exposed for hiding a child.
Oh yes, there is. There's millions of people who don't even know.
I
Pusha
guarantee.
T is.
Listen, TJ. Listen, Fliz.
Yeah.
When that joint dropped, Fliz, it was trending #1 for like 3 days. There was nothing no one else was talking about but the story of Adidon, bro. I promise you, everyone knows that Drake was hiding a child. Because if you know about Drake, you know he got a child. If you know about his child, you know he was hiding him.
That's what I'm saying. In the world of hip hop,
No, not hip hop. This Drake. If Drake is an international star, if something happened to him today, it's gonna make international news.
I agree, but I'm saying only hip hop cares,
No, I disagree.
dude.
Fliz, you can't say that when it's mad people that don't listen to rap that knows about this record.
All right, when was the last time you heard that? Watch things on YouTube where they go ask random people, and especially rural neighborhoods, who the greatest rapper alive.
No, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about.
But I'm making a point.
We're talking
bro.
about legacy, though. Your
But I know-
legacy.
I'm saying his legacy wasn't touched outside of the realm of hip hop.
I
That's
disagree.
what I'm saying.
That's not true. Because that's
But,
that,
well,
because
I'll say this:
What?
either they don't know, they don't show, and they don't care.
Fliz, that's
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Boys in the Hood.
No,
Because
because
in hip hop, we talk about this. If you go outside of a hip hop podcast,
right.
and no one's even gonna talk about Pusha T, this and Drake.
But no. I get what you're trying to
You
say.
saying?
You're trying to say in the everyday world right now, people are not talking about the story of Adidon.
No, hip hop was art.
No. But
Hip-hop is what?
I disagree. I saw mad shows that were unrelated to hip hop,
Okay.
talking about Pusha T dissing Drake. That was worldwide news, Fliz. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You think it was just hip hop?
Oh no,
That was
no,
worldwide.
no. I see what you're saying now.
I'm saying that
I agree that everybody knows.
everybody knows,
Oh,
which
yeah,
means
I do agree with that.
does everybody know that Michael Jackson was accused of touching kids?
Yes,
Did that affect his legacy?
yes.
That's the same with Drake. So what they're saying is everybody don't believe it. A lot of people don't believe it.
No, I think everybody
But-
believes it.
But
Anthony Mason, you on the paint.
no, it's not about it. It's just whatever. But what I'm saying is, yeah, they don't talk about it every day. But when you mention Drake and then you start saying all about his life, you're gonna say, yeah, but that song and that blackface picture, all that stuff is gonna come into play. That's it. But
No,
I feel like
I don't disagree with you on that, but I don't think it's a thing. I think his legacy. To answer your question, was the legacy stained?
yes, it was stained.
That's the answer to that question. The answer is yes.
TJ, was it stained?
Yeah, I said that. But
Dante.
he's Drake though, but yeah.
He's still Drake
I
though.
told you, yo.
Yeah,
there's a
he
chick-
kind of.
Yo, his name is Ray because his offense got beat.
His name is what? Ray?
His name is Ray.
Dante's still
Oh,
mad that he was holding out that mic at that show.
What are you talking about?
He was what?
Oh, no.
Back in the day when he went
Well,
to
I
see
said-
Aubrey. Aubrey was holding out the mic, letting everybody say the verses.
Listen.
Dante don't like that.
No, you know what's so funny? He started all that. Coming to think of it, he started all that.
No, he did. I seen KRS-One do the same thing.
Yeah, he do
Get
that.
out of here. That goes back to the 80s.
That's
You see the old KRS, them Boogie Down Bronx shows? Them shits was crazy.
Yeah, KRS-One don't lie though. No funny. I read KRS-One's book and
Y'all ain't see him when he came to Rhode Island?
He's always in Rhode
He
Island.
always in Rhode
Yo,
Island.
KRS-One, I swear he got a house here.
That nigga hit more than me.
Yo, he be having mad shows
He
in Rhode
performed
Island.
more
Oh,
than
yeah.
me in Rhode Island.
Yo, for real. Yo, I was talking to my girl about that. Like, you know, KRS-One is always performing.
Always in Newport.
Like, yo, Newport loves that dude. Yo, shout out to Newport, yo.
Shout out to Andy and them bringing him.
Newport pays
Yo,
people.
you know what? I want to know what one of the best shows I've ever had in Newport was at the House of Blues. I want to, you know what? I got to get back in that place. And know what? I think I was opening up for KRS-One. Yo, that place was fire. Yo.
I did a video about opening up, not even opening up for KRS. They put me on the KRS-One show in Jerky's. And I'm going to be honest with you. KRS-One wasn't what we thought he was gonna be as far, not performing wise, but I'm just gonna say this. I did a whole video on my channel behind it was called Promoter Story, what really happened. And according to one of the owners of Jerky's, KRS-One wouldn't talk directly to him. This is according to one of the owners. He talked to his wife, who was his manager, or whoever was the manager. And if you would ask him a question, he would tell her what the answer was, and she would tell you.
All right.
He wouldn't address you directly. This is according to the man, because he came in, he was like, man, he's like, what's wrong with this guy? I said, what's wrong? I said, what happened? He said, this guy wouldn't even talk directly to me. He said he would talk to her, and she would say it to me. And I was like, what? I was like, that's crazy, yo.
That was a movie. It was like, tell him such and such, don't sign autographs.
Yeah.
What movie was that, yo? You know that movie I'm talking about, right?
Is that Five Heartbeats?
I can't remember when like someone wouldn't talk directly. He would talk in the third person about himself. I can't remember. I see too many movies.
Now, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on with I can't say for sure what that if that happened or not with KRS. That was just what I was told before MF started getting all.
Yo, Jerky, the owner of the Jerky's have some good stories to tell you, boy, because I heard some.
Oh my
They
God.
got some good stories over there.
They had some. Jerky's was the spot, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. The thing about I remember when I first started doing shows in Jerky, they made me sit down in a room with like 7 people. They made me and wifey sit in the middle of the room, and they surrounded us like this. And they interviewed us, and for me to be able to work in there, I had to have an interview with like 7 people, and they was asking me questions. I was in the room trying to bounce these questions off me, and I guess I must have answered the good. I did it well enough to get the gig. So salute to Jerky, because we had a very good relationship in there. I want to talk about something that's kind of crazy, insane in the membrane.
Insane
in the membrane. Insane in the membrane. I want y'all to tell me if this is really worthy of insane in the membrane, because I think this is crazy. An 18-year-old boy was dared to jump off of a cruise ship in the middle of the Bahamas Ocean in shark-infested waters. And he jumped. They think his ass is dead.
Oh, yeah, he's dead. He was shock bait.
He's
dead and indoor now.
You know these kids is crazy. Like these kids crazy, bro.
Hold on, I've been on a cruise. You've been on a cruise.
Yeah.
I'm not jumping off. I sound like Dante right now, right? I'm not jumping off a damn cruise. Yo, at night too. That shit was at night, bro.
At night.
You see nothing. Like nothing. Like if you're the only cruise ship out there, you don't see nothing.
Lefty said white people problems.
Nice answer.
Oh my God.
But you know what's crazy is he went in the water. The friends that dared this was in high school, and the friends that dared him threw him a life preserver, but he didn't go for it because they said a shadowy figure in the water captured his attention, and he tried to start swimming away from it.
Oh.
What you think that was, Dante?
Jaws.
And still his best bet was
Listen.
Either way, what you got to lose, right? What you got to lose, right? You're already out there.
You know how you know he's dead? Did anybody go get him?
No, the boat's moving.
Okay.
The boat's moving at night.
That's horrific.
Ain't that crazy?
Yo,
so you can't see nothing.
What was he thinking?
He can't see shit. He's just trying to be.
No. I'm talking about. Did he? What did I tell you?
He's a kid.
No.
That sucks, man. Damn.
Oh, it was him. A team baseball star shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it up.
High school shit.
So think about this, Dante.
Yep.
They probably do shit like that all the time.
You in a group of kids. They young, and they probably was drinking.
Yeah, I was about to say that too.
Right? They probably was drinking. You know these young kids be drinking and stuff.
Yeah.
Either that or they popping some pills or something.
Or something crazy, right?
Yeah.
A dude dares you. He dares you. Like, yo, you ain't gonna jump, right? Do it.
Nah, Charles, listen to me.
I'm not jumping over.
What was the end game? Okay, so once you got off, once you jumped off the boat, how was you getting back on?
Exactly.
He didn't, and that's the thing.
That's my point.
How crazy is that?
You know what? Hold up. You know what?
You probably ain't even thinking about that.
Hold up.
Just say, all right,
Let me what I did. You know what I would have did?
Lights out.
You know me, I would have been like, I'm like, that's one name. You know what I'd be like? Yo, I'd be like, how much we betting? If the money was good enough, guess what I'm jumping off the boat with?
What?
A rope.
No, I'm not.
But see, Dante, you thinking it through. This kid didn't think it through at all.
I'm still not jumping off the boat.
No,
I'm good.
No, that's what I said. How much money we betting?
Nah, the money's cool, bro. We're gonna do another bet, but I'm not doing that bet.
Ain't that crazy? So I'm trying.
You never been on a cruise, huh, Dante?
No, I already understand those are big boats. I know they big boats.
Not only that though, it's dark. Like you really can't. Like if we turn off every light in this room right now, you're not gonna see nothing, right? That's what you see in the ocean. And then that's at night.
Ain't no way in the world. And what's crazy about it is, they still haven't found his body.
Yikes!
They still ain't.
No, because Jaws found them.
Yeah, he's in Jaws.
They think that
George, what's that movie? What's that?
Megalodon.
Yeah, one of those guys got him. Sorry.
If there's a megalodon still out.
So if you look at that picture right there, that's him. The last they seen him in that water.
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
18 years old. You know the shock and horror when he saw that thing, whatever that shadowy figure is. It wasn't shadowy to him.
Yeah,
he saw it.
He
He saw that. Imagine, and this somebody kid, bro. They sent that kid. That's probably like a some type of school function.
They're gonna change the cruise rules or after him.
Nah, yeah.
And he jumped in the water.
But he's just like, yo.
That's horrible. I feel bad for the family because one of the worst things I would hate when somebody dies to not know where the body is.
Yeah.
Like that sucks. Like
Oh no, Charles.
You read what Lefty wrote?
You know where the body is.
Lefty
I'm
said
saying you want to lay it to rest. You know what I mean?
Lefty said that shark was like champagne and good vibes.
That's messed up. That's messed up. Cold-blooded.
Say, guys, pull up the champagne.
Yo, listen, I'm not going to say rest in peace. Hopefully that kid is alive. We can laugh about
he's
it.
done, Charles.
But they said the sharks in Bahamas are very aggressive.
He's going, Charles.
So no sooner he hit that water.
He's going.
They thought he was
He disappears in the film. You see that, right? It's so dark.
No life preserver. No nothing.
They thought he was a seal.
You know, even the kids. I'm guessing it's kids who made the bet.
Wait,
they're
gonna be forever
they're gonna be
traumatized.
They're gonna need some therapy, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, they tripping. They tripping. I feel bad. I feel
and to see
bad
him
for
go
this
out in the
kid.
darkness, like
So I'm telling you, yo, he disappeared. Like they didn't see him. Like, yo, real shit. It's that dark, yo, Charles.
and what they do, they run to the captain, stop the boat, nigga.
By then,
that boat's moving, bro.
See, Charles, you should have transitioned since we
right
talking about dinner.
by then he's gone. For they ain't no saving him. That's a wrap.
I just give you an alley since we talking about dinner.
What you talking about, Dante?
Jay-Z and Hart Davis.
So we could talk about it. What's up? Well, let's talk about it. So, Ha Davis is a comedian.
Ha
ha. Do y'all remember when they were talking about a year or two ago? They were saying, "Would you choose $500,000 or dinner with Jay-Z?"
Dinner with Jay-Z.
Yep.
Let's ask the room. TJ, what you doing? Dinner with Jay-Z or $500,000?
I might take the cash.
I'm with you.
I'll take the cash. Yeah.
Jay's my man, but I don't know what we got to talk
I'm
about.
taking a dinner with Jay-Z.
You taking a dinner with Jay?
Jay's gonna be like, yo, so you really stabbed because of.
I'm gonna ask y'all, listen, I'm picking his brain so much that this man might give me $1 million.
But you know what though, Dante? This is the thing. Them dudes said they went in there and they were so awestruck with the dude, they really couldn't ask him nothing.
Yo, Charles, I'm a different breed. I told you I met DMX, I met Pete Nuts, I met I'm not starstruck of a person. They just got more money than me.
Okay, I hear you.
I'm different.
Everybody not going to be able to pick their brain either, right? So I'm like, yo. And Lefty said he gonna take the money. He met Jay twice before in 2002, and I'm good from a distance. I love Jay. I love Beyonce. I rock with him.
He met him. And he's good from a distance. But again, just like Charles just said, if you see, this is what I'm sitting up there saying when we asking certain questions. It's like, yo, no. It's not a right or wrong answer against the answer that you want. Like, again, the thing with me is I'm up in the K's. I know what it's like to have K's. I want to know, how do I maintain my K's and get more K's?
Mm-hmm.
The KKK without hoodies.
OnlyFans.
So again, that's what I'm sitting up there saying when it's like, yo, when I'm sitting up there, like, I want to hear, excuse me, what have you done to maintain? Because think about it. He came up with Dame Dash. Dame Dash was more up than he was. Look at where Dame is right now.
Slow down. That's height. That's.
Here's the thing, though.
You don't know that, but go ahead.
You can reach all those same goals by talking to somebody in Rhode Island who's rich.
I know that.
So I'm like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Let me play the clip, and then you can tell me what you feel.
And
And the famous thing, like everybody says, the 500,000 or the dinner with Jay. You happy you took the lunch with him?
You know, I'm definitely, I enjoyed the lunch with Jay. When I met Jay, like, bro, I ain't never seen a man that sat down, his shirt didn't wrinkle. Like, what type of money is that? What type of money Jay got to where his shirt didn't wrinkle? And when we was sitting down, Jay, they asked, was we hungry? And Jay was like, no, I'm straight. But we was starving, but we couldn't be the only ones eating. And Jay not eating, so we left there starving. And we had the conversation. We didn't even get the lunch.
Now you had lunch with Jay.
It goes longer than that, because he was saying, the other dude was talking and saying that he had lunch with Jay, and Beyonce came to the door, and he was just starstruck. He didn't get a chance to really speak to Jay like that.
But Charles, okay, listen. Put the story time on right now, because I'm going to tell a story. Just get it ready.
Let's go.
Get it ready.
Story time.
Yo,
Dante.
you could go and tag Dizzy in this. Whoa, you ain't even drinking, you drunk. No, I want everybody to hear this, because this is a true story. I'm giving you the short version, though.
Go ahead.
You can ask Dizzy. You know who Dizzy is.
Dizzy Devil Ducky.
And you can ask Jerry Davis. This is a true story. These brothers was opening up for Fuji's when he was doing Mona Lisa. They wasn't even stars yet. They didn't even do the score yet. Now, we went down there. The only reason why we went to Lupo's at the time, go do your research. We was in high school. The only reason why we went down there because it was opening up. Now, we didn't even have money to get in, but we still went down there because we was like, yo, this is our people. We were hoping they could get us in there. Now, we sitting outside. We had a little weed or whatever, and we was doing rapping and stuff. So Wyclef came. Now, I knew who he was, but other people in there in the cypher didn't know who he was. He comes up. And he said, yo, y'all want to get a cipher? And Glenn Johnson, I'm saying names because he was to say, yo, get your own weed, because he didn't even know what the cipher meant when he was talking about rapping. So then when he started rapping, that's when Glenn knew it was Wyclef. And he was like, oh, shoot, that's Wyclef or whatever. So he started rapping, whatever. So Wyclef got us into the spot. And somebody got knocked out that day. You know, they was trying to do something to bounce. One hit him quitter. And yo, if anybody that was at that show would have heard when Wyclef said, yo, shout out that bouncer that knocked that dude out. This is that loophole. Yeah, the loophole. So you remember when he said that? So we all inside.
I was backstage too.
Okay. Y'all was there. So now, the reason why I'm telling this story, I had to paint the picture of what happened. So at the end, remember the score wasn't out yet. Mona Lisa was their hit. And they had the live band. Me, Glenn, Claude. Lauryn Hill was on the floor, was she not?
Yeah, they was chilling.
They was chilling, no security, nothing. Claude hiding behind me like, yo, that's what. Some dudes get starstruck and fumble. Now, let me tell you why I'm telling you this story. They wanted to sign Glenn. Glenn was a light-skinned Omar Epstein. Women, every time we went somewhere, they would say, oh, he's fine. The dude could spit too. They wanted to sign him. I told this idiot Claude, give them your grandmother number, my house number, and another number just in case they can't get in touch with one of us, they can get in touch with the other one. Do you know this dude gave them, this is the guy that was hiding behind me saying, oh my God, that's Lauryn Hill. Mm-hmm. Dude, did she not look beautiful that day?
She's beautiful.
That day
that was my second time being around.
She was gorgeous, but he gave them 3 wrong numbers. This is a true story.
Because he was so starstruck?
3 wrong. He didn't go to her, shake her hand, nothing. I was like, dude, she's a female. Go shake her hand.
Dante so aggressive.
I know.
No, come sit up there like, yo, all these people are people with more money, yo. Yo, if she gave me the drawers, I'm taking the drawers too. What are you talking about? Like, well, we go here.
So you would have smashed on the hill? That's very disrespectful.
You crazy. I would have climbed the top of that hill. You bugging? She was looking real good at high school when I wasn't getting chicks like that. My game wasn't up like that yet.
So, and the moral of the story is you're not gonna get starstruck.
Nope.
So,
Charles, I met a lot of people in my life.
So you would rather do?
I'm sitting down because I'm trying to pick brains.
You would do the dinner. All right, give me a couple questions.
How much money? How much is it? You getting 5? See, this is what y'all not.
Chop said the worst thing is finding out your child died on social media in regard to the shark guy. And then he said it's a no-brainer. Take the money because if you could sit down with him, he can give you knowledge, but that's what works for him. It might not work for you.
Let me ask you a question. You know what's
that's
up?
You know what's
so funny that nobody's mentioned that I'm going to mention?
Go ahead.
Are you getting $500K exactly, or are they taking taxes?
Nah, man, $500K exactly. Come on.
I'm big. See,
well, I'm telling
I'm
you,
a different breed.
Go ahead.
It don't matter to me. It don't matter if they took tax or anything. That's too much money. It's not like when they disrespect the Soulja Boy said $500.
$500,000 is life changing. $500,000.
$500,000. I'm like, look, Jay-Z,
there's nothing Jay-Z could say, Fliz, that's gonna give me $500,000 tomorrow.
Hey, Charles, I need this boy and girl. I made more than $1 million in my lifetime.
Okay, but
life changes.
It wasn't from nothing Jay-Z said.
And it wasn't in one shot. If someone gave me $500,000 right now, my life is different.
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go on a limb and say Jay-Z might call me an idiot for taking that brunch over going. He said, "You ain't gonna get that money." He probably be like, the first thing I'm gonna tell you is you should have took the money.
I'm trying to get on your payroll. I'm trying to get on your payroll. The first question I'm asking is how can I get on your payroll?
And first, he say you can't.
Man, that was the easiest play of the day.
Yeah, he gonna be like, first thing you should. He said my word of advice is never turn down money.
I'll say this, and I'll add something. I think the reason I would choose the money now is because of my age and my life situation.
Yeah,
young Trav in the 20s would have been like, "Oh, I'm meeting Jay-Z. He can change my life. He can maybe give me a record deal." I would have been thinking that. I no longer believe I would get a record deal at this age through Jay-Z or something like that. I think this is my feeling. I think we just sit down and have a talk. I think we'd have some champagne and good vibes, and I think that'd be the end of the night for me.
Yeah,
and I'd be like, "Shit,
we can be hood bougie." So
you know what? Y'all don't believe in yourself enough. I believe in myself enough. If I'm sitting down with Jay-Z, guess what? I'm getting a deal out of that.
And not only that, I want to meet Jay organically. I don't want it to be, yo, you get this grant, you get this money, or you can meet him for dinner. No, if we meant to meet, we meant to meet. Like we not meant to. It ain't gonna be no. You gotta pay the $500,000 and then you meet him. Like, because that's basically what you're saying. If you don't take this $500,000, then you can meet him. That's what it is. So you really just paying to meet this guy, and I don't want to meet him like that because you're not
for some damn pictures.
You're not. But he don't be taking pictures with nobody. So that's you already behind the 8 ball. So at the end of the day, right? What I'm saying is, I want to meet the dude organically. He gonna respect me more. He'll do business with a guy that he respect rather than a guy that came to brunch one time. And how much game you think he's going to tell you at a brunch or lunch or dinner? Like, you know what I'm saying? So me personally, give me my money. Give me my, I didn't even have it lined up. Give me my money. I had the damn thing.
It's one of them games where, they play on the street where you can take what's in this box and the thing is, I'm not a gambler. I don't even go to the casinos. I know y'all do, but I'm not a gambler.
I'm taking the $5, bro.
Yeah, I don't know how to gamble. And especially like if someone says $500,000 right now, or I'm not gambling like that. I'm not gambling $500,000. I'm saying there's no wrong answer in this, but I cannot say here's the $500,000 back because I would already have a plan on how to flip that shit.
Like a bunch of losers. I'm dead serious.
Dante can't see it, but he's bugging out.
Y'all bugging out.
I'm gonna talk to
Why you gotta go to insults, huh? That's a sign of a weak mind.
I said y'all sound like a bunch of losers.
You said lose, but lose. That's weak mind shit.
damn camera on me.
Dante
You want to know how
says,
confident I am?
Why you yelling?
Put me in
You
any.
confident? Why you yelling? Why you yelling? Try to put all the psychology on you. Why you yelling? You confident?
Listen, listen, check this. Put me in any damn room, I triple my worth. I'm a hustler, baby. I sell water to a well. I turn a 5K lunch into 1.5 million.
You know who else had a nice little time at dinner? Danileigh. And I want to talk about Danileigh. Y'all might not know who Danileigh is.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who she is?
I don't know who that is.
She's a singer, and she was the baby's girlfriend.
Oh, that's the one I
The one that,
Oh, is it like Leigh?
yeah,
That's the one
Oh,
that was
all
on the video. He's kicking out. That's her.
that's her.
Oh, all right.
They got a baby together and all that. But
Yeah.
this is her right now. Oof. She got arrested. And I'm going to read it to y'all. We can have a conversation.
She got a mean.
She's a
face.
singer. She cute though, but that's a rough picture. She got arrested for DUI hit and run in Miami. Singer Danileigh has been arrested for hit and run in Miami.
Them traps, yo. Them DUI traps. I mean, they testing.
That's not why she hit somebody though.
Yeah.
Police arrested her
You didn't hear this story.
after they were dispatched to the scene just before 1 a.m. According to the arrest report obtained by USA Today, she has been charged with leaving the scene of a crash, including seriously bodily injury, driving under the influence, and damage to property or person while driving under the influence. Police said in the report that they received calls about Danileigh driving a gray Mercedes-Benz, reportedly at a high speed while weaving through traffic. She hit a motorist on a moped and continued driving, according to witnesses' reports with the police. Multiple people attempted to get Danileigh's attention to let her know that she was dragging the moped, but she did not stop. The unnamed moped driver sustained non-life-threatening injuries, including a spinal fracture and a kidney laceration, and was transported to Miami Hospital.
Can I ask you a question?
It sounded like she had a little bit too much.
She was dusted. Like her ass was bent.
She had a little bit
Hey,
too much champagne.
Can I ask you a question, Charles?
Too much champagne and
Hey,
good
anybody
vibes.
else that know this story? Okay. Was this chick known before she had a baby with the baby?
She's a singer. She was known. She
Was this chick known before she had a baby with the baby?
semi.
That's a boss.
Semi.
Okay.
Semi.
So you don't think her having a baby with the baby knew that she was going to get more than a dinner with the baby?
What?
What? He
I'm
has
like, what?
He has to make himself right about Jay-Z.
No,
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
That's apples and
He has
oranges.
to
He was
make
getting the
himself
drawers.
right. Go
Are
ahead,
you
Dante.
boning Jay-Z that day?
Hey, if you let me.
He has
First of all, you know I ain't going to no man. I'm just saying what they're saying. Like, I love yo, you know what? That's gonna be a discussion. Matter of fact, we're gonna bring that on a Truthful Tuesday. Yo, Shorty had a baby with the baby to get some exposure. That's the only reason why we talking about.
Have a baby by me, baby.
Be a millionaire.
No, that was his girl, right?
Yeah. So what's crazy is she went and weaved through traffic, hit somebody on a moped, didn't know that she hit him, dragged the person. The person got fractured spine. Imagine that's you. You didn't do nothing wrong. You just riding your moped, and all of a sudden this chick
You
comes.
got fucked up.
I can't stand drunk drivers, bro. I hold your liquor, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hold your liquor. We all have been inebriated at some point driving, but hold your liquor, bro.
Stay in your lane.
And it seemed like lately, to me, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's been a lot of females that have been seeing on the news a lot, bro.
That have what?
That I've been seeing on the news, a lot of them catching DUIs. What's going on? Why are so many females catching these DUIs, hitting other people, hitting cars? And if somebody want to be honest, they look it up. It's mad at them in court. Mad at them. They just had the girl on there that was asking for her phone. She was in the detective was like, it went viral.
Oh, when they said you killed two people?
You killed two people.
Yeah,
She's
I
like,
saw that, yeah.
but yeah, can I get my phone? Can I get out of here? I gotta go to
school.
I got
yeah.
school in the morning. Right? Like it's nothing.
And he was like, you don't understand the magnitude of what's going on here.
Yeah.
And he was like, you're not going home. You're going to jail.
And everybody was like, this chick could care less, bro. Like, and I don't know what's going on. Like, is it mad like problems or like there is escapism? This having too much to drink and just doing whatever. I don't know, bro. But I just wanted to bring that up because I feel like that needed to be discussed where we could start thinking before we get in these cars, right, Dante?
First of all,
Right? Pee-wee, remember that? If it wasn't for me, this would have never happened to you, right, Pee-wee?
I'm putting cases on all you motherfuckers.
He said, right, I'm there.
Tell him Marge sent you.
oh,
That movie has dumb classics.
I love that.
That's Pee Wee Herman?
Pee-wee Herman. Big Adventure. Bad line.
That was my jump. So listen, what else we got on this agenda to talk about? I think we talked about mostly everything on the story. So I got some other stuff I want to say that might not be on that lineup. Is anything we missing, Flizzy?
Tomorrow's my birthday party. Everybody come through. Starts at 6 o'clock. What?
Does it end at 9, bro?
Well, no, it goes to basically 1, but if people can leave by my portion of when me and Donnie battle control of the night is done by 9. But then shout out to Miss Rhodey, who's like, I want your party to flow right into my night. So she's like, you can have it till 1.
What time is your thing, Fliz?
6 o'clock. So for the early people who want to get in and out, come see me at 6.
I'll be there after work, bro.
I mean, but I'll be there till like 1 party. I mean, shout out to Miss Rhodey for the night.
1 o'clock on a Thursday gonna be tough, but yeah.
I know, right?
But
I do that. I don't get much sleep anyway.
so that's what we doing tomorrow. What else going on, TJ? What else we got coming up?
June 16th. Word, June 16th. Scarlet.
With Scarlet.
Fucking Halo.
At
June
Halo.
25th. Halo. TJ Swords and Friends. I might got another announcement, but I'll announce that as soon as I get the confirmation. Peace. Just know we working over here, okay?
Dante, what you got going on?
Soul Snatcher.
What about
Visuals coming. The boys back outside. You know what? I'm letting you know right now, I am the competition. I'm telling y'all, I am the competition. So you know what time
Tell me why
it
you
is.
mad, son.
I'm not mad. I'm just letting you know I am the competition. So if you're competition, I am the competition.
You know what we didn't talk about?
Me being competition.
Boosie. Lil Boosie said Gunna should stop making music.
Oh shit! Why you say that?
Oh, he says he should stop.
Said he should stop making music and dead his whole career because he's a snitch.
Now, real quick, it doesn't matter if the fans support him. He's not going to stop.
So we're gonna have a conversation.
Listen. Let me tell you
He
something.
hasn't put out no music neither. So how we know if the fans gonna support?
No,
him?
no. As an artist,
How does he know?
no. As an artist, if you know you're selling, you're gonna keep putting music out because that's what the purpose of putting music out is because you have a support factor.
But he hasn't put no music out since he touched.
Let me read you what he said.
What is he gonna talk about?
Let me read you what he said so we'll know what he said.
Exactly
Boosie
what
Badass.
he's talking about.
Boosie Badass hope Gunna never sells another record. Suggests wanna move to another country. Boosie has been one of Gunna's biggest celebrity detractors, and now the Louisiana rapper is saying he hopes Wanna never sells another record and suggests he makes plans to leave the States. Boosie was a guest on the Big Homie's House podcast and addressed Gunna's pariah status in hip-hop after taking a plea deal in the YSL RICO case. Quote, Gunna might be done unless he go to another country. Boosie says at the 30.41 mark, I don't want no rat to excel. I hope he never sell a record again. I've been hurt. Thugs ain't come out and say shit. Thug ain't gonna come out and saving no nigga. Thug standing up on that solid and Thug standing up solid in that bitch. He goes on to say some other stuff, call him a rat. This put tears in my eyes and this and that and the third. So I want to get the opinion of the room. Boosie is not bending at all, saying that Gunna is a rat. Now, we did see that. What was it that happened? Oh, Young Thug posted Gunna's new music.
Huh? He got new music?
He posted, it was coming out. Whatever Gunna got coming out on Thug's Twitter, somehow, some way, Thug shared it.
So what is that supposed to mean, though?
You tell me,
I
TJ.
don't know. Why? So we don't. That's what I'm saying. Like
We don't know
nothing.
We don't know nothing.
Like we really don't know nothing. Like I'm saying, that's why I said he hasn't put on no music. There's a reason why he hasn't put on no music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he's an artist. There's a reason why he's not. The main word is not. Is he not allowed to speak right now? After the case, like we don't know. Like you know what I'm saying?
He didn't put. I thought he put one song or something.
Nothing.
Nothing.
All that other shit was like.
I'm gonna tell you why I feel like he ain't speaking, TJ, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Is I feel like he know that he might end up on that stand.
That's what
I think he knows he might end up on that stand and have to say something he don't want to say. So he's not gonna try to. He don't know what his image gonna be yet. You see what I'm saying? So if you try to come back street,
no, I'm not gonna
think about it. Think about it, TJ. If you try to come back on some Tekashi 6ix9ine, nah, boo boo, on some I'm a rat, and you got the rat head on, that's one way to do it. But he don't want to do that. No, what I'm saying is, I think he know that whatever he say now gonna be used against him in the streets.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So he don't know what to say.
Why he's not speaking.
My lines go overhead.
That's the reason why he's not speaking.
I agree.
So,
Should he make some music?
Fuck 6ix9ine is fuck try.
But 6ix9ine don't give a fuck.
That's true. I'm saying shit.
6ix9ine don't care.
Well, no, the question is where he live.
He's in Atlanta. He lives in Atlanta.
No, okay, so what you repping is that repping is gonna hold you back. Because they don't. Better fall back, homie.
I think that he knows that he has a lot going on as far as his lawyer saying that he's not going to have to go to trial, but if Thug case go to trial, he's going to have to stand up there and say they're a game. He knows that, and he's not trying to say nothing until that. He got enough money to sit on. The checks should still be coming in. So he right now he's just waiting to see. He hoping to God that thing don't go to trial so he can start his career because he don't know what he's rapping about.
But then we don't know what's going to happen after that. Because then after that, guess what? Gunna can release all the whole paperwork for all the whole damn case.
Facts.
After, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
Then everything comes, everything comes out.
Yeah. So I don't know. What's your thoughts, Flizzy?
Too many street codes involved in this. So I know I can't relate to a lot of it. Like I do understand, like if you involve yourself in the streets and you involve yourself in criminal activity, and you put yourself in the potential rat category when you want to get yourself out of trouble. So a person like me, I just always don't want to be involved in that. You know, I don't want to be involved in it because I'm not going to jail for nobody. I'll tell you that straight. So I don't involve myself in criminal activity. But speaking from what I do know of the street cats I know, and I talk to them about this, like once you involve yourself in that, you're part of it, dog. You know, so it's unfortunate, you know, like this dude can't. The smart thing, let's be real, the smart thing to do is to not go to jail.
Right.
I don't know if he got kids, family. The smart thing to do is to make money and live your life. Going to jail ain't cool, no matter how much people try to make it seem like it's
No,
shit.
but if you acting like you this tough ass,
but that's the thing.
Don't go tell so you won't go to jail.
Yeah, you sold an image and of here into the streets. If he's really on that time,
I feel like,
you know what I mean?
I feel like he got snatched up to use him to do exactly what's going to be happening right now.
Yep,
Exactly.
I got you.
Because you know what I'm saying, like, really, his charges was BS charges. He didn't even have to get snatched up in that whole situation.
And
I feel bad if that's the
broke.
case too,
They
man.
broke him
That's
down.
what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what it was.
He's one of the first ones that they broke down.
Besides Homebrew that been on for 2-3 years or whatever.
Yeah, he came first. Yeah.
That's what happened again.
But you know what though, TJ, we gotta realize
He was ready to wear wire and everything.
these motherfuckers. He was goofy.
He said, "I wear wire."
Yeah, he was goofy. He was real goofy. But I think he a self-preservationist dude. So he gonna do whatever he got. It's like a rat getting out of a hole. They're gonna do whatever to get out that hole. They don't give a fuck who it is. But I think you gotta realize too, these cops operate a certain way. They could have released dudes a certain way to make it look like, oh, he was first, he was second. You know what I'm saying? Like all of them could have came.
Yeah.
And the cops said, we're gonna release him strategically.
Yeah.
We're gonna put this guy out first, put Gunna out second, Then it'll paint a picture of, oh, they snitching early, So we don't know who snitched first or who did what. One of them dudes could have snitched right as soon as he got in there with his Twinkie, they gave him a Twinkie and he started snitching. So we don't know what happened. But end of the day, I feel like this is something that's still ongoing. and we don't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what to go on. But Boosie has made his mind up. But Boosie also had to apologize to T.I. because he made his mind up too fast. And then he had a powwow.
So are they put on the album now?
They probably will. Just like Yeezy, still got the Yeezys coming out under Adidas.
Yeah.
They done made a new deal, which I said would never happen, and it happened. It shouldn't have happened if you got some integrity, but apparently Adidas don't got none. So it is what it is. But guess what? The next topic, Meek Mill and DJ Drama. Now, Meek Mill is saying that DJ Drama is the reason for the Drake beef in the first place.
Yep.
And I'm going to read it because they got a little back and forth. Meek Mill is accusing DJ Drama of starting his infamous beef with Drake. On Sunday, Meek Mill sparked a back and forth with DJ Drama on social media after accusing Mr. Thanksgiving of speaking down on him in interviews. One of Meek's tweets blames Drama for the whole Drake fallout. Quote, Drama trying to divide and conquer a feature, LOL. Drama basically powered that Meek and Drake beef. So to see him compare us again and cut Youngin off to where he can barely speak so much got in his mouth. It's over. So I'll explain in a minute. It's like a whole bunch of nonsense. But what happened was Drama was on a podcast and someone said that Drake was one of the. I'm sorry, not Drake. Someone said that Meek was like I believe he said Hove of the generation. He said it was like Hove of this generation, something to that effect. Uh-huh. And Drama cut him off, was like, nah. Basically he didn't really say nah, but he named somebody else and started talking about whatever. So Meek took that as disrespect and lashed out on Twitter like he always does or whatever. So at the end of the day, he's calling Drama goofy and this and that because he says Drama's always saying slick stuff to him, always behind the scenes. He put some screenshots up, just the same stuff and whatever. Mm-hmm. And they've just been going at it back and forth. So I feel like when we peel back the layers of this Meek and Drama situation, we're never going to know who right and wrong, right? We always get.
We know Drama's in the middle of drama because
he's in the middle of a lot of drama.
Feds, Quentin Miller.
Yeah, I think that he low key he gets in front of the cameras and not pretend, but acts a certain way and just tries to make it look like it's nothing. But then behind the scenes, it be something going on. So I don't know either one of these dudes like that, but I do know that we've seen a lot of situations with Drama unfold that his hands be in it. You know what I'm saying? So end of the day, I feel like these two dudes could have hashed a lot of this stuff out behind closed doors. Meek wrote, I asked Drama why he always speaking down on me with a few other words too, and told him he's goofy. I also hit him when he tried to compare me. He tried to compare Dreams and Nightmares to I Want to Rock and downplay me. Don't let these industry lames use you. They don't really like you. Shaking my head. He's talking about Drama. So I don't know, man. Who knows what's going on? I can't even call it anymore. These guys just
like Mac WWF.
Yeah, man. They bringing beef to social media like it's nothing. It's always something going on. I think Meek was beefing. Meek been beefing every year nonstop since freaking back to back. You know what I'm saying? There's always something on Twitter. Before that, just on Twitter.
Him and Cassidy had a good battle.
Yeah, man.
They were killing each other with the lyrics.
It's always something, man. I don't even know anymore. Like, I can't even get it, man. It's just like,
get to the money, man.
Get to the money, man. Last thing I want to talk about, because it's on this thing, and I already put it on here, so I'm going to talk about it. The Island Boys. Island Boys. Y'all heard about this situation with the Island Boys? They you know what the Island Boys are?
Yeah.
Two little social media dudes that got famous for rapping. Island Boys. Well,
what kind of island was it?
A picture came up with them on an island with Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah. What kind of island?
The notorious child. Well, certain keywords I can't say because then it'll flag out it.
There's a lot of people on his books.
He was.
They like to call them Maps now.
Doing mad stuff with mad kids. Let's put it like that. I don't know if it was how old or young, but he was. It was pretty sketchy. So now somebody dug up these pictures that appear to have them in a picture, and they ain't smiling, and they were Jeffrey Epstein. So the Island Boys came under question and questioned questionable past about why they in this picture with Jeffrey Epstein. You can see it on the screen.
Who found that picture?
They young.
I don't know who found that picture.
They young.
That's like 7, 8.
Now they older, looking like what's the thing?
Tattoos all in their face, but that's what people do when they hurt.
I know.
Tattoo their whole face up. They mutilate their body. You know what I'm saying? So again, I don't know what they did, but they claiming they responded that that's not them in the picture. They said it's not them in the picture.
Sure, you're right.
Right? It looked like them, but they claim that it ain't them. I don't know, but yeah, the Island Boys. This is when that social media stuff.
Spooky, man.
Yeah. what that only thing that proves to me is that people will dig up your past sooner or later on this social media. They're gonna find you. They'll dig a tweet you made 8, 9 years ago, and pull it up and ruin your whole whatever you got going on at the time. They did it to Kevin Hart. He lost the daggone Oscars because they found an old tweet. It ain't stop his career. So it's like, we'll be pulling up these old tweets, you know what I'm saying, just to bash somebody for a minute. But I don't know, man. I don't know if y'all even want to touch on this or leave it alone and keep it moving and end the show.
Yeah.
But I just wanted
I can
to.
talk. I'm listening.
That's news.
I don't know what news is about.
That's Clash news.
You scared, mother sucker?
Yeah, I don't even know what to say about that. I just think
anybody know who they are like that?
they're popular
Everybody talk
online.
about them. I mean,
They're
yeah.
popular online. They're very, very they're like oddities, like viral oddities. And in the YouTube world, they're big. Like the Twitter world, they're big. So it's like saying a YouTuber. It's YouTubers that I couldn't name it. I think walk in this room, they get kicked Dante in the face. I'd be like, I don't know who did it, officer, but it'd be a YouTuber with 1 million followers. So we don't know everything.
All
you know what I'm saying?
say is this, right? Listen, because y'all look like you're scared, so I'll talk. I'm not gonna say.
Let me adjust this mic.
No, I'm not gonna say nothing crazy. I'm just gonna say this. When you connect the dots, them dots are being connected for a reason. Yeah, that's why them dots are being connected for a reason. It ain't no coincidence. I don't believe in coincidence. Never have, never will. Dudes coming out calling themselves Island Boys. A picture of them next to a man that owned an island. That people don't even understand how he was able to own an island because he didn't own nothing else.
Yeah.
This man died in a prison where guards just so happened and went to sleep. At the time he was supposed to be guarded, he just so happened to off himself within that time frame.
You know what's crazy? He probably somewhere living and still got more kids with him. And on that note,
that was a sneak
Clash Brothers, we appreciate y'all watching. We about to get O-U-T. If you watching the replay, write in the comments something good. And thank y'all if you watched it live. It was a beautiful night. I'm gonna catch y'all on that flip side. I think we plugged everything we got going on. So there really ain't nothing else left to plug. So I'm gonna catch y'all on the
my
flip
next
side.
baby mother.
There's the first one.
Good night, gang.
That's the funny part. I don't have one.
Thank y'all for watching.
So I might do 2 at the same time.